I never took rocks for jobs, guys. Yeah, this is rocks for jobs. I never took rocks for jobs. I never took rocks, guys. This is rocks for jobs. I never took rocks for jobs, guys. This is rocks for jobs. I never took rocks for jobs. I never took rocks for jobs.
Wheels spin on the ground. Sky dark rolls a sound. Echo in the heart's core. Ride like never before. Pedals screaming, wind howl. Freedom rushes through the soul. Chase the night, break the dawn. Never stop, keep rolling on.
Yo, dudes. Guess who it is, guys? Colin here over at Inside Cycling World. Dudes, up and at it. Just saw a really nice sprint here by Jonathan Milan over at the UAE Tour. Today, though, guys, I'm more interested in the Volta Algarve. Stage 3 is coming up, the individual time trial. I'm also now watching the Ruta Del Sol. It's on screen right now. Why don't we take a look at that? We'll go over all 3 races. Guys, where have I been? Just been super busy, dudes. Lots going on at home. Lots going on with work. Tried to stream yesterday morning, but I had a house showing, and I couldn't get there in time. I thought I'll have to leave an hour before the finish. And some of these races are starting. The UAE starts too early. It's like a 2 a.m. start, finishing around 6 every day. It just finished now. I just watched Jonathan Milan win that sprint. Actually, I'll take a look here and see what they said here. Who got everything there? So Jonathan Milan, yeah, that's right. There was a Uno X guy just trying to squeeze his way up along the barriers. That was a really close sprint there. And then we had, yeah, Matteo Moliselli for Astana. He was right in the mix too, but Jonathan Milan led his way out all the way to the finish. He was probably started leading out his sprint at about 200 meters to go to the finish. Held it all the way. So that was really cool to see there. And dudes, let's jump over to well, first off, what are we here for? We're here for this one, the Algarve. Guys, this race here is really good. It's a 2-point pro race. Quality of the riders here is probably better than UAE, if you ask me. Probably better quality riders here. We're having a really nice battle here. Like, let's take a look at the start list at the Algarve. We got João Almeida here, McNulty, Morgado, the Oliveras, Groschartner, Juan Ayuso's first race of the year, Jakob Soderquist, the young gun. For Red Bull, up-and-comer, well, future GC rider for them, Florian Lipowitz. We got Paul Magnier over here for Soudal Quickstep for any of the sprints. Decathlon, dudes, let's take a look at this here. Paul Seha, who's already won a stage, guys. Paul Seha over at the Algarve won stage 2. That's the one where it was flat most of the way. I think it was flat for about 120K with a couple of category 3s and then that really nice finish. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, there it is. So guys, this is the one I wanted to do yesterday, but the way it starts, because we're in Portugal now, it's starting later. And yep, there's the 2 category 3s and this nice finish here. So it was Seha and Ayuso going for battling it out for the climb at the top. They probably finished within a meter of each other, Seha taking the win. I believe Ayuso is in the leader's jersey right now. Yeah, Juan Ayuso has the lead, well, on same time. They are on same time. Ayuso got 10 seconds one day. Paul Seha got 10 seconds next. This is time bonifications. João Almeida in 3rd place, Oscar only, Matthew Ricca frickin' Tello right there, guys, in 5th place, riding for Decathlon. Take a look at that. 2 of the top 5 riders, Decathlon. Who would have ever have thunk that, guys? Decathlon has 2 legit GC contenders. We're going to see Matthew today, see how he's going to do in the time trial. That's probably his weakest point. Let's take a look at Matthew here. As you can see here, Matthew needs to work on that TT a little bit. I think we're just under 20Ks today for the TT. So we're going to hang out here for a bit, guys. And we'll see what's going on. Okay, let's just back up. Really good quality field here, guys. And so to me, this is the better race than the UAE right now. And just looking at the Ruta Del Sol, we've got a UAE rider down. He might have crashed. He did crash. It's Pavel Sivakov. Sivakov has blood. Yep, blood on his left elbow, blood on his knee right now. Dudes, let's get into the chat here. Don's here already. Rock on, Shaka Khan. Let's go. UH Stage 5 just finished from Eddie. Yeah, Eddie, I caught that one. I actually watched the sprint finish live. I think I caught it from 4Ks to go. And dudes, just so you know, there was a breakaway at the end. I think it was Gianni Moscon, one other rider, and Nicholas Sukowski from Canada for Q36.5, Pinarello. Those three were by themselves for quite a ways. They did get devoured at the end. Zukowski kept attacking and attacking and attacking. Dudes, the Algarve TT's already underway. There must be a time check somewhere in the middle, because if there's not, this is going to make this very difficult and probably not as exciting as I hoped. If we look over at Tour Tracker, you know what? I love it. It just doesn't do a good job here. Doesn't. We can take a look at the course, guys. If you look up in the top right-hand corner, starting right at sea level, it looks like in Valamura. We're going to head into town, and it looks like we're down a boulevard and take a 180-degree corner at the end, come back along the same route, and then we start heading out further into the town. You're going to get a little bit of elevation gain here, but this is going to be wickedly fast, dudes. So we're going to hang out on this one. You can see the riders are already out there. I'm hoping they put a time check in. There should be a time check at 10K. Maybe it's just not showing up yet. So Eddie, yeah, Milan wins again. Yep, the rider from UNOX Mobility, second place. I think it's Berlin, maybe. I think that's what his name was. Eddie's also saying, okay, let me check his name. Here. Erland Blikra. Erland Blikra, this dude. Erland Blikra. Erland is a very Norwegian name. I know Erland. I forget his last name. Erland, I know him over on Ruvi. Very strong rider. He might be Danish, actually. Either way, thereabouts. So we're going to hang out with the Algarve here, guys. To me, this is the best race running right now. So stage winners so far, we've got Paul Magnier for Soudal Quickstep on stage 1, and Paul Seha, stage 2 for Decathlon. So yeah, again, guys, Paul Seha, Decathlon, second place overall. Fifth place overall, Matthew Ricca Fricantello. I hope he gets to hear his name. I really hope. Someone posted on Facebook, and I just said Matthew Ricca Fricantello. A couple of people like that. Okay, dudes. Who is Veloboy? Dudes, Veloboy, you're entering strong. You have entered the Thunderdome correctly. 2-man enter, 1-man leave. You know what I'm talking about, boys. So yeah, we got Veloboy here. Veloboy, do I know you? Whoever you are, dude, you're getting special. Okay, I don't want to do that. Getting a little special love hearts from Colin here. I know it sounds weird, but dude, that's what you get for coming in with dudes. Let's get the dudes going, guys. So dudes, yeah, on screen right now, I'm watching Ruta Del Sol over here. Looks like a UNOX Mobility rider on the front. Why don't I bounce back to that one, guys? So we know Jonathan won that one. Yeah, so over there we got Josh Burnett, Nicholas Alostiza. That's a name I've never seen before. We're just going to call him Epis. It looks like he is that Caja Rural? Petrolike. This is a Conti rider here, guys. Conti. And then we got Samuel Flores here for Modern Adventure Pro Cycling. A la Lance and George Hincapie, guys. He's 20 years old from Colombia. Josh Burnett, I think he's an Aussie. New Zealander. Sorry, not sorry. All you Australians and you New Zealanders who can't stand when I can't see that one little flag star on your flags. I guess the New Zealand flag stars are colored in red as well. That's your other giveaway, guys. But can't really see that when I'm zooming in. So yeah, Josh rides for Burgos BH. So there's 4 riders up front, 218 on the peloton. Sivakov out the back. He did crash. I did see blood trickling down the legs. Kind of a lumpy, bumpy stage here today, guys. This is at the Ruta del Sol. Let's get back to the TT. Sad thing about the TT, guys, starts at like, I think 10 after 6. We've already got 7 underway. And there's no video coverage for almost 2 hours. So I'm going to be just absolutely winging it here. dropping the dudes all the time. And favorites for today, Filippo Ganna. Over on PCS, he's far and away the favorite over João Almeida, Brandon McNulty. Wow, I'm surprised Stefan Kung's rated so low. Okay, dudes, right now, hold your horses right here, dudes. Hold your frickin' horses. Jakob Soderquist here, I expect him to be right at the top. Jakob Soderquist, this stud right here. Same height as me. Yeah, full-size man over here, guys. Deadly time trialist. World champion, men under 23, individual time trial champion in 2025. He's the two-time national championship, two-time individual time trial championships of Sweden in 2025 and 2024. I've seen him just bang out some great TTs. Watch this dude today. I think he's going to fly under the radar and come right in. He might even beat Ganna. Might even beat Ganna today, guys. This guy is... I'm throwing it all out there, guys. I'm throwing it all out there today. Of course, we got Juana Yuso in the mix, Florian Lipowitz, Kevin Avokalon, don't forget him, Paul Seha, and Maximilian Schachman. Okay, Velo Boy's name is Rob. We're going to call Rob or Rob Dude. Okay, Rob, nice to have you here, dude. Rob saying he just finished watching the UE Tour on J Sports. Sketchy sprint, funneling down to what looked like a construction site. Dude, it was pretty narrow, wasn't it? That one dude for UnoX Mobility, he was right up against the barrier. Jonathan did a really good job of not slightly squeezing over at the last second, because I thought he was going to. That UnoX guy almost got him. Eddie saying, what are your thoughts on Remco's struggle in stage 3? Dude, we all know what the truth is. He didn't have AC in his room, so it affected his performance the next day. Gadoosh. Dude, that was his excuse. I think they said, and guys, I'm just joking around here. They said, I just saw a quick blurb late last night that basically he didn't have AC in his room, didn't sleep well. Okay, maybe. Or maybe he just had an off day. He might have just had an off day there. You know what? While we're here, guys, why don't we bounce back to the UAE Tour and look at the actual GC right now? After stage 4. Was that today? I think that is today. No, that can't be right. That's after stage 4. I know where we can see it, guys. We're going to come back here. We're going to go to the home screen again. And at the UAE Tour, so Jonathan's won 2 stages in a row. Okay, I thought we'd see a GC here somewhere. Nice descent here over at Ruta del Sol. Watching it right now. Looks beautiful wherever they are in the world. Obviously, they're in Spain. Race to the Sun, I guess. No, Paris-Nice. Guys, Paris-Nice is coming up in less than 2 weeks. We'll be checking all that one out. Yeah, so Tiberi does have the GC here. That's yesterday. It'll be the same today. Don't worry about it, guys. Let me just move on from that. I want to watch the time trial, and I'm really hoping we get some... Why would they not have... Here's the poll, guys. Will Ganna win today's time trial? I'm saying no. No. So I get to submit my choice there on PCS. I'm going for a dark horse. Yeah, dude, Rob, totally. It went from 6 lanes to... Yeah, it got super narrow at the end. Barriers all the way. I turned that race on and I had 4.5 kilometers to go. At least the UAE have building to see in the race. Someone said in the comments somewhere, Remco is the coworker who coughs on the phone when he calls in sick. Yeah, dude, who knows, right? Yeah, he had an off day. Dude, that climb was brutal. We can take a look at that, dudes. And that's another one I wanted to do, guys. But it's just the timing was just absolutely brutal for me. So if we look at that stage, that would have been stage... Yeah, this one here, stage 3. The Jebel Morah. Dudes, that is a nasty climb at the end there. Nasty. There's a first ramp that's 4.8 kilometers at 7.5%. And look at the last part of the ramp. Almost 7 kilometers at an average almost 12%. That is like world class. That would be an HC climb to me. That's an HC, I think. At the end of the day, racing that hard, sprint points, you got an intermediate sprint point right before it. Brutal climb. Remco's never been a climber, guys. He's never been a climber. So things like this are always going to hurt him. Against Taddy head-to-head in a climb, he's never going to win. Never. I can't see it ever. TT, he'll win every time. TTs at the Tour de France are too short to give Remco the advantage that he needs. It's not like the old days. Fellow Boy saying no. I'm not sure what we're saying no to. And okay, so I'll catch up with that, guys, in a second here. We got 13 riders underway, and I think I have a better chance at looking at some data here. So over at Tour Tracker, and again, guys, Tour Tracker doesn't show them on course. It's really kind of goofy. So yeah, we do have Paul Sayan. He won yesterday. Juan Ayuso. Juan Ayuso is leading overall, though. And if you want to see the last rider going out today is Juan Ayuso. Just moved on me. Juan Ayuso is the last rider going out at 9:05. Wow, that's almost 3 hours from now. 2 hours and 45 minutes. See, this race starts a little bit too late for me. But guys, you know what? On Veloboy, Nordegana winning. Veloboy, Rob, who do you think's going to win today? Who's your pick? I've already picked Jakob Soderquist. And that's just kind of a long shot dark horse for me. He is really good, TT rider. Watched him a lot last year. Probably started watching him in August. He was on the development team for Lidl Trek. Now he's full-blown World Tour rider. Yeah, I can't see Ganna winning. I think Ganna's past his prime for time trialing. So we'll come back to PCS here. So yeah, I've given him no. You can see, guys, I've already selected no. Guys, 3 cups of coffee. I mean like big ones, except for this last sip. Woo! Cold. Ice cold. Dave saying, Seha, I learned to spell Paul's name. Ganna is just starting a season. That's right. Yeah, this could be Ganna's first race. We'll look up Filippo Ganna. This is his first race. 29 years old. Man, he's built to time trial, right? 1.93 meters tall. 2-time world champion in time trial individual 2021 and 2020, though. So I think he had his peak in his mid-20s. I mean, he's still going to be right there, guys. He's still going to be right there. His next race is Tirreno Adriatico. Guys, I love looking at this here. Reminds me of all the races. Tirreno Adriatico, that's a big one. That starts on March 9th. Milano San Remo, March 21st. Filippo is always good there. Paris-Roubaix. Is that? Yeah, that is. Paris-Roubaix on April 12th. May 8th, he's going to the Giro. Guys, not sure if you heard this morning, Unibet Rose Rockets did get a wild card to the Giro, so we're going to see them there. We're going to see Dylan Groenewegen battling for sprint victories. And they look like they got Filippo going to the Tour de France as well, so he's going to do the double Giro Tour ride this year. Lots of good stuff coming up, dudes. I'm so excited about this. Yeah, dudes, really lame. Okay, they do have a timing point. Okay, we have one now. It just popped up. We have a timing point. Looks like it's just under 11 kilometers. Nothing's came through yet. So we'll start playing the game of what's going on. You can see right away here, second place rider is slowly creeping up on the first place rider. First rider out today. Wind speed is light. Light breeze, not a fresh breeze today, guys. It's only 11 kilometers an hour out of the southeast. Back to the chat here. There was a rock and roller in Brazil in the 80s named Raul Seja. Check him out. Dude, I've never heard of him, and I love 80s rock. 80s rock. Dudes, tomorrow night, concert on Deerfoot Casino. It's a band called Street Heart, Canadian band. Just jump on Spotify or Apple Music. Check them out. They got a lot of really cool songs. Extremely late 70s and 80s. So I'll be checking that out. And dudes, I've also got locked in. Tickets are in hands, guys. Tickets are in hands. September 26th, BMO Stadium. Now, the BMO Stadium, if anyone's here from California, like, what is BMO? BMO in Canada is the Bank of Montreal. I'm like, would they really sponsor that stadium? It doesn't sound right to me. In LA, September 26th, I will be seeing Anthrax. Never seen them. Megadeth. Never seen them. This is their last tour, apparently. They're actually in Calgary tomorrow. They play Calgary tomorrow night. I don't want to see him in Calgary. I want to see him at a way better venue. Headliner for that same concert, Anthrax, Megadeth, Iron Maiden. Wasted years is all I can hear in my head right now. Wasted years. So, dudes, that's the big trip of the year coming up. I can't wait for that. Eddie's saying, which top 10 teams so far this season with a lot of races? Look at ranking sites. Dude, UAE's already got a lot of wins. Remco, I think, already has 5 wins as is. You know, what we could do, guys, we could look at rankings here. I think we can go to teams. Teams. PCS ranking for teams. Yeah, so, dudes, okay, so this is over the last year. This is not going to be wins. PCS wins individual. Okay, guys. This is for 2026. Take a look at this. Remco already has 6 wins this year. Like 6? I thought it was 5. Won a stage at the UAE Tour, time trial. He won 2 stages at Valenciana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Colin knows how to count, guys. So Remco's got 6 wins already. Individual. Jonathan Milan's on 4. Wow. Jay Vine. Jay Vine has 3. That would be the Australian stuff. Probably the Tour Down Under. It's pretty cool to see all that stuff, guys. I'll dig into this more later as we get into the season. I'll try to start showing more of that stuff. And hopefully soon we're going to get some Bike Terra action so we can see the event in 3D. Guys, I'm not forgetting about that. I know they won't be covering this race. At least I don't think so. So, dude, at the Algarve right now, and I'm watching Ruta Del Sol over here. Sometimes I'll mix the two up. There's still 4 riders out front at the Ruta Del Sol. At the checkpoint here, 10.7 kilometers in, we got Francisco Pereira through at 15:10, and we have Daniel Diaz through at 14:37. So quite a big difference between those 2 riders there. Let's see the start order. Let's start looking for names coming up here. Jasper Stuyven, big name coming up in a little bit here. Nico Denz, kind of like some of the bigger World Tour names that you would know. Back to the chat here, dudes. Dave saying after Ghana's difficulties last year, he will have a chip on his shoulder. Dude, he needs to win something, right? Yep. Rob saying Ghana isn't what he used to be, in my opinion. Dude, I agree with you 100%. He last won World Championships in 2021. Back-to-back with 2020. Not the same. Soderquist, dudes. Soderquist. That's my guy today. You can see he's way down low here. Some people are recognizing him. Stefan Kung, I think he's just a little bit too old now. He's 32. Again, built to time trial. 1.93 meters tall. So, Stefan Kung's best results, World Championships men, way back in 2022. He got 2nd place. European Conti champs. He is the 2-time European champion, 2021-22. But those were kind of his glory days as well. 4 or 5 years ago. So I don't think Stefan Kung can get it. I think Soderquist is going to step up and bing, bang, bong, take it out. Dave saying the new Boston Garden is the TD Center. Yeah, Dave, I did know that. Like, I knew TD. Guys, if you're an American, there's a bank that you got down there. It's called TD now. It's green. That's a Canadian bank, just so you guys know. And TD used to be the Toronto Dominion Bank. And they merged with a company called Canada Trust, which was only out west. I've been a member of Canada Trust since 1987. Something like that. And they merged, and then everything became green. I'd show you my bank card, but I don't have it near me. So I do know TD is, and they have branches. I think they're more on the east side. I'm kind of wondering if that BMO Stadium in LA is Bank of Montreal in Canada. It's just a coincidence to me. Looking for more times coming through here. Last times now. Our fastest time through is Diogo Narciso. Who is this dude? This guy's a Conti rider going through faster, guys. 6 at his national championships in Portugal for the under 23 individual time trial 3 years ago. So we're going to see a lot of Portuguese riders come through on these Conti teams. And we'll jump back over here, guys. Monsters of Rock. Yes, dude. Monsters of Rock. Totally, dude. I'm so looking forward to that, man. Guns N' Roses will be up in Edmonton. I think they're in August, and I'm gonna go see them. And everyone's gonna say Axel doesn't sound the same. You're 100% correct. You know what though? I think his voice is getting better again. He's been doing some. I know he was doing some work with Carrie Underwood, if you can believe that, country singer, and she's awesome, dudes. I'm not a country fan, but we went to see. You know, we all live in this house. We went to see Carrie Underwood in Vegas last year. She's awesome, dudes. She is so talented. Pretty good looking too, and really nice legs. I just gotta say, not being creepy or anything. That's her style. She dances a lot, sings really good. But yeah, she did like a duet somewhere with Axel. It might have been Paradise City. And but they got really good backup singers for Guns N' Roses now that kind of like are taking a little bit of the load off Axel. Like the load should be taken off me because my voice is hell right now, guys. Dave saying UAE, 1 Red Bull at Ineos, 3 remember seeing so far. Okay, I'll figure that out. Ah, yes, Dave, the count. Yeah, I should have added that after counting, shouldn't I have? Yeah, true, Vela Boy, but who of us are? We've lost it. We've all lost it. Vela Boy's wrist rub are what we used to be. No kidding. Dude, yeah, I'm not what I used to be. Oh, this dude. Okay, so Dave's saying TD also priced waters to get into the U.S. market. Okay, Dave, we're doing all Canadian banking here today. Guys, what's silver at today? I looked this morning. I think it's about $80 an ounce. Colin needs to generate some cash quick, guys. Colin needs cash. Dude, you know what I'm thinking? I might call JG Wentworth because I need cash now. JG, right here, man. This will get you exposure all over the world. No, dudes, I need cash so bad right now. I got an older Porsche. Well, it's an 89. I just listed it this morning. Dudes. Yeah, dudes. Mexano's in here. Dude, I struggle with your name. Dude, I haven't seen you in a while, so I think Mexano's in here. Mexicanozen. He says, hola, amigo. Lives in Japan, dude. Correct me if I'm wrong. Lives in Japan. I think he's married to a Japanese woman. He still has a place in Cabo San Lucas. Dude, let me know if I'm right. Thank you for your contribution to the channel, dude. I really appreciate it. The channel struggles these days. Calling over Inside Cycling World needs to generate cash. Dude, I got everything for sale right now. Everything. Everything I own is for sale right now, dudes. So I listed my Porsche this morning. I thought I'd never sell that car. That's a car that me and Addison were going to work on a little bit together to get it running like perfect. It's listed. Will it sell right now? Probably not, but there might be a dude looking. Those cars are very rare now. Yeah, Vela Boy saying Ola as well. Dude, right? That's right, Dave. Non-country fans will go see Carrie just to see Carrie. Yeah, dude, she's amazing. She's actually such a good singer. And I'm not a fan of country music at all. Not at all. Dudes, at the finish line right now, no one's through. We got our first rider is coming now. It's going to be Pereira coming up, I believe. Yeah, he's being pursued by another rider right now. So we're a little bit away from getting actual camera footage here on the riders at the time trial, but we're just going to stick with this for now, guys. We're going to get back into the grind. We will look over at Tour Tracker Live, guys. Okay, we got some stuff going on here. So there's the actual stage. The time trial is being run off in sunny weather around 16 degrees Celsius in temperature. There isn't much wind, which will simplify things in terms of being able to concentrate on the effort. Not like what we saw at Valenciana, where the winds were just horrendous there, 40 to 50 miles an hour, and the men raced in it. Lawrence Duplessis for Ineos Grenadiers just started within the last 2 minutes. So, dude, Mexicanozen, thank you so much for your contribution, dude. Like, I love it, dude. Let's celebrate their 20th Super on a live stream. Okay. Velobo, he's saying, Yo vivo en Japan también. Yeah, dude, I'm positive he lives in Japan because he said, dude, I still have a place. Dude, you guys know I love Cabo. And I missed the Cabo trip this year. I missed the Cabo trip in, was first scheduled late October. Got rebooked for November 7th. And, yeah, the girls went instead. So Joey Jojo took Avery and Addison on that trip instead of me. Dude, couldn't make it work. We have too many animals at home. I could not leave the house unattended. We live way out in the country. Outside dog, outside cats, 3 horses. Believe it or not, 6 inside dogs. And at the time when they went, I was taking care of 8 inside dogs inside this house. One of the worst experiences of my life. Just going to say. Donde? Where? Okay, here we go. Dudes, we're on a Japanese language stream now. I love when people come in, they're like, what is this channel about? Dude, it's about this. It's about anything you want. Talk about whatever you want, guys. You guys are what makes the channel happen. I know this is a weird day of the week. Friday morning. Yeah, not many people will be here today. The big races are still coming, dudes. Why don't we do that quickly? Guys, so this is what we got coming up. We got more UAE Tour tomorrow. We've got more Ruta Del Sol. We've got more Algarve. We got the Classic VAR. That's a 1.1 race. That might be an interesting race. But World Tour, take a look at this. We have Omloop Nieuwsblad on February 28th, dudes. I'll be covering that. Where was Kern, Brussels Kern? I thought I saw that. So, dude, what are you on right now? What's today? Is it today the 21st? Can't even remember. Today's the 20th, guys. So, yeah. Street Heart, Canadian band, tomorrow. Looks like Omloop Nieuwsblad will be the following Saturday. I'll be all over that. And I think there's a women's race there as well. Positive about that. Yeah. Next women's race, same day. So I don't know how I'm going to cover all that. And then for the Strade Bianche, they have the women's one. And then they have the men's. Same day, March 7th. Paris-Nice starts on March 8th, the next day. So I bet you Strade Bianche is probably on a Sunday. Paris-Nice would start on the Monday. There'll be a really nice field for that. We got Treno Adriatico. Wow. 2 of my favorite stage races starting a day apart in March. It's going to be so busy here, dudes. Real estate starting to heat up. I showed a place yesterday, which is why I missed the stage yesterday. I showed a beautiful home the night before. Like, dude, I don't want to say huge money, but it's the most expensive and biggest house in that town. It's a little town down the road called Crossfield. So Dave's saying baseball spring training started Monday. Dude, I'm going to really start watching a lot more baseball this year. I really like it. I like this. Dude, it's kind of like cycling. You can kind of like take a break, walk away, bathroom breaks, and you're not going to miss really any of the action. That's what I really enjoy about baseball. It's kind of slower. You can really take in the game. Don's cheering for Remco here. Remco's at the other race. Don just retracted his message. I love it. Don cheers for everyone. Mexican knows it. Amigo, I'm celebrating that I just moved out of Tokyo. I bought a house. Oh, nice, dude. Nice. So Mexican knows here, who is from Cabo, just moved out of Tokyo and lives in a very nice town outside of Tokyo. Dude, can you ever really get outside of Tokyo? Explain that to me. What is it? There's like 25 million people there. Bello's saying, I don't like Tokyo at all. I lived in Osaka for 6 years before living in Tokyo. Dave saying, nice mechs, compassion, curiosity about how much. Yeah, what do houses cost in Japan? I have no idea, dude. I see lots of videos on YouTube where you can get these really cool, like, traditional Japanese-style houses for virtually nothing, it looks like. Best time at Checkpoint 1 is for the NSN cycling team, Oded Kogut. I think he's more of a sprinter. And, yeah, this guy's a sprinter. Here he is. Israeli rider, and he had some good results last year at the end of the year. Oh, he was present at the Tour Guangxi, 6th place and a 5th place. He got a first at the Crow race. That's right. Very last stage, 1st place. Yeah, I remember that guy from last year. So let's just jump back here, dudes. I'm probably going to have to take an early nature break today, guys, with those 3 cups of coffee. 39 million people in Tokyo. My new place, 250,000. Dude, yeah. Dave, I picked up my first jersey from the Sky Dome. Yeah, dude, I'm really going to get into baseball this year. And you know what? Let's think about this, boys. I'm going to be in LA on somewhere in September, late September. And I'm probably going to take one of the girls with me. Addison. I know Avery wants to come too, but then I got to figure out, okay, now I need another ticket for this event. Addison wants to go to Disney. I'm cool with that. But then we said, well, maybe Avery, she could take a night off. She doesn't have to come to the concert. Addison really wants to go. So, dude, fastest time through right now at the intermediate checkpoint at 13:49, 32 seconds ahead of the second place rider is Oded Kogut. At the finish here, fastest time so far is right on 25 minutes. 25 minutes and 1 second. Oh, yeah, John Degenkolb is starting right away, guys. Love this dude. How old is John now? John is 37 years old. Used to be like one of the best sprinters out there. 10 stages at the Volta, guys. Way back when, between 2012 and 2015. So you can see where his peak powers were. He did win a stage at the Tour de France in 2018. Yeah, Milano San Remo in 2015. Like, take a look at this, guys. John Degenkolb won Milano San Remo way back then. No Poggy back then. Paris-Roubaix, that was his year, guys. John Degenkolb, same year. Two of the classics right there. Ghent-Wevelgem in 2014. Wow, Arnaud Demar is still around, isn't he? Nope, he retired last year. He just retired in December 31st, 2012. Sorry, 2025, guys. That's crazy. So Degenkolb is heading out right away. He's on course now. Yeah, he's out there. So let's just let that hover there, guys. Get caught up here, and then I'll probably just zip out on the side here for a quick second. The Jays are a client. Based on picks, win team this season. UAE 11 wins, Bora 9 wins, Ineos 6, Leaning Star. I did see them up there. Flocky, hey Colin, back on your side hustle. I bet on Berechitia. Okay, I know that guy's name, dude. It's hard to say his name. In the other race, Ruta del Sol, I think. So that's the Ruta del Sol race. I am watching that too. Let's have a quick look at that race here for Flocky 32. Over at this race here, we still have 4 riders out in front. It's the original Ford breakaway from earlier today. I think they've been out there all day. Yeah, they had a break right at the beginning, guys. They had a 3-minute gap right at the very beginning of the race. It's down to 1:23 now, and we've got Team Visma Leasebike pulling hard. Sivakov got back on. Yep, I'm looking at him right now. Yeah, he's torn apart. He is torn apart. Back to the TT, because that's where I want to be, guys. You know it's my favorite event. And I love the Algarve. Dave, 250K gets you a tiny shack in Scarborough here in Toronto. Yeah, Toronto's real estate's is like over the top. Bello Boy saying, this is Rob. I was going to say Degenkolb was 40, 37 years old. Rob? Yeah, Degenkolb has been around forever, guys. Been around forever. I can see that. Okay, Addison's messaging you guys. I'm trying to get her motivated on some education. So Addison's talking about... Addison's a dental assistant. Addison's my 20-year-old daughter. She works with Joey Jojo at the dental office. But she's kind of like, I feel stuck. I wish I wouldn't have went to dental assisting school. So she's going to take some upgrading and take like a 3-year, I think either respiratory therapy, maybe sonography. I said, Addison, start your upgrading now so that when they open the window for applications in 2027, you're not sitting there scrambling trying to get all your stuff done. Johan Price Peterson comes through at 13:02. 47 seconds. This guy is a time trialist. I think it was last year at the Tour of Denmark. Guys, I need to go back and look at this. The Tour of Denmark, I think he had a pretty good result. Yeah, right here. Take a look, dudes. The brain. Joey Jojo likes to say, my brain is shot now. But he finished 5th on stage 3 individual time trial at the Tour of Denmark. Colin knows. And guys, let's take a look at that one right now. And you're going to see the name I picked for today right at the top. There he is, Jakob Soderquist. Alex Sagart, pretty much one of the best time trialists to come out of Belgium. Mads Pedersen. We know Mads is hurt right now, guys. Apparently hand injury and broken collarbone. I'm sure he's riding in already. Nicholas Larson, this dude, riding Conti last year, had such a good performance at the Tour of Denmark. He got picked up by the Unibet Rose Rockets. So jumped off Conti and back on the pro level. Yeah. The memory is tight, folks. The memory is tight. At least give me that. So at the finish line here, we're going to be waiting for these dudes to come in, see how Price Peterson's time holds up. Oh. Who else is out there right now? Okay, so there's Pavel Bittner. He's out on course. Jasper Stuyven out on course. Guys, looking. Groves. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look at Soudal Quickstep for a second, guys. No, it's not Soudal. It's Alpecin. Caden Groves. That's who I thought it was. Caden Groves. Johan Price Peterson on the same team. Jasper's here, guys. I forgot about that. Jasper is here. This is Jasper's first race of the year. So he'll be getting some, race training miles put on. He's going to be around for that February 28th race. Let's take a look at Jasper's schedule. Feb 28th, Omloop Nieuwsblad. I'm doing it. There's Kern Brussels Kern on March 1st, the very next day. Then some race I don't know. Milan San Remo, Flanders Fields, Dors van Vlaanderen, Scheldeprijs, Paris-Roubaix, Tour de France. Let's go, Jasper. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, so Addison's saying, yeah, I know I'm going to go start it right away. It opens in October for September 27, so I got to get it all done this summer. I also have to do 2 tests, so this weekend I need to sign up for upgrading. It's like $900 a course? What? Okay, get it on it, Addison. Addison. You can do it. Yeah. So Addison's the 20-year-old. Avery is the 25-year-old. I always tell them, I always talk about them in every video. I don't think they've ever watched a video of mine. But it's kind of like, it'll be there forever. It will be there forever, guys. All my videos, they will be on YouTube forever. Okay, Mexican here. Captain Alejandro Kirk. He is from the same area as Isaac Del Toro. Yeah, I think they're from the Baja somewhere, aren't they? Yeah, they're from the Baja. Why don't I remember it, guys? I'm just going to do this quick here. Let's just type this in really fast. Baja. Ha is what I typed. Guys, I'm in the dark here. Can't really see the keys I'm typing. I need a glow-in-the-dark keyboard. There we go. I think they're from the Ensenada area. I think they're from up here. That's where Isaac Del Toro is. And I mean, looks like great areas for training in the mountains here. It is quite mountainous right down the spine of the Baja here. And guys, here's my favorite place in Mexico, Cabo San Lucas. Have a nice zoom in here. Here's your arches. Okay, there's the arches. You can see that little hole in the middle. Eventually, it's kind of sad. One day that arch is going to be gone. One day that arch is going to be gone. So I've stayed over here somewhere. That was one of the worst trips of my life, actually, guys. Yeah, I'll tell that story someday. Maybe not anytime soon. It was this one. Yeah, it was this one here. And yeah, it was right here. Yeah, okay, that was a fun trip. I'll tell you that. I've stayed in the marina. Marina's good to stay in too. And my favorite place to stay in Cabo, guys, for sure, is right along this. Oh, sorry, right here. These 3. I've stayed in this one. We've eaten here. We've hung out here. These are 3 sister resorts. This is the Villa del Palmar. It's a family one, all renovated. The girls were just there. This was going to be my birthday trip, guys. And I didn't get to go. I've stayed here at Riu Palace. This place needs a full renovation. Riu Santa Fe is just gone under a massive renovation. Looks way better. Anyway, guys, let's get back to racing. Because someone's going to say, I thought this was all cycling. No, it's not. It's whatever I want it to be. Dave St. Taylor to move the TO dental office on almost every corner. Always need staff. Oh, yeah, for Addison. Dave said he can wear shorts and t-shirt to about 4 offices year-round. Get it on, bang a gong. Yeah. Some like it hot. You got it, dude. Same artist. Who was it? Was that Powerhouse, or what were they called? Powerhouse? Is that right? I'm thinking Power Trip. Again, guys, here's the Power Trip bracelet still on. 2.5 years later, I have yet to remove it off my arm. It's probably going to rot off me one of these days. Dudes, at the intermediate checkpoint right now, fastest time through, looks like it's, okay, I got to look at the times here. So this would be the first time. Johan Price Peterson still at 13 minutes, 2 seconds. Cedric Boulin's here. Well, I'm surprised that link for Lotto Intermarché. They are World Tour still. That's right, Lotto and Intermarché Wanty Group combined. This dude's sitting 138th overall right now. He's already got quite a bit of racing under his belt. He did all those Mallorca races. So all these Trofeo races here, these are all on the island of Mallorca. Pretty sure about that. Yeah, they were. Let's just say they were. Just believe me, guys. Don't look that up. Do not look that up under any circumstance. Power Station. There we go, dude. Very late 80s band, I think. Eddie, races for tomorrow? Okay, so tomorrow's Saturday, guys. I'm out tomorrow night. I will do the Algarve. It's probably better timing. Because if you look at the UAE... if we look at the UAE race tomorrow, guys, just check out the start time for me. Oh, but they're doing the Jebel Hafit tomorrow. So if we go to live stats tomorrow, yeah, this race, CET, that's 8 hours. That race starts at 2 o'clock in the morning. So depending on the lead-in, 150K, they're going to do that in about 3.5 hours. That'll be 5:30 in the morning. Yeah, dude, we can catch the... Yeah, dudes, I'll do that tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll catch the end of Stage 6 UAE Tour. This will be very important. Jebel Hafit, they've used this climb over and over. 10.6 Ks at almost 7% gradient. So we'll do that. I'll start my stream at 5:30 tomorrow morning. I always feel weird saying that because I think it's like another type of stream. It's not a live stream, but it's a different type of stream at that time in the morning, guys. Oh, and dudes, this dude here, stream is strong. Stream is strong. Let's just leave it at that. Stage winners over at the UAE Tour, Isaac Del Toro, Stage 1, and what a dominant win on that climb. Remco wins time trial. Antonio Tiberi looking strong. Milan on the last two stage sprints. So we'll have UAE. Then, okay, well, let's not worry about the Ruta del Sol right now. The Algarve tomorrow. Let's see what time it starts tomorrow. Dogs are going nuts. Tomorrow's race, live stats. CET. Wow, this one's weird. Okay, so they totally changed the times again. Okay, TT, they always start later in the day. So tomorrow's Algarve starts at 10 after 4 in the morning. Okay, guys, it's going to be a good overlap. So I'll jump on to do the Algarve, but not till 5:30. There'll be, 50K in, 60K in around here somewhere, and we'll catch these rollers. This looks like it might be a breakaway day. If not, sprint finish at the end here. I may have to go check up on the dogs, guys, and do a quick nature break right away. So we'll get back to the Algarve. Check the times again. Still Johan Price Peterson. Nico Den's coming through in 24 seconds down. Cedric Boulin's 24 seconds down. Matteo Moschetti, the sprinter here for XDS Astana. No. Q36.5 Pinarello. Gadoosh. Yeah, I'm not sure what the dogs are barking at, guys. Could be an Amazon delivery. Okay, Dawn, we've got Saturday and Sunday's UAE stages left. Got the Classic VAR tomorrow, I think. Dave saying, look at the UAE Tours live feed. They use the same format as you. Guys, they're all copying the master tactician here. Guys, it's just what it is, what it is. I really like Tour Tracker, but they don't show you anything here. They got a better map feature, especially because you can go to satellite mode, all that kind of good stuff. Guys, if I can get more data, I'm going to give it to you. I'm trying, man. Help the channel out, bro. Dawn, 2 a.m. for you is 4 a.m. for me. That sounds early. Dude, it is. I did it all through the Tour de France, but we never started at 2 a.m. Guys, the Tour de France last year, I'm going to look back on that. Dude, I have my friend said, he goes, you have a total photographic memory. I'm like, you think? I can tell you every detail about any trip I went on, certain times a year. I don't know if it's nostalgia or what it is, but I can think back and go, oh yeah, we did that. Oh, and then this happened. Remember that thing broke down? I'll tell these things to Joey Jojo and she'll be like, what are you talking about? I don't even remember that. It's just how my brain works. I lock it all in. Eddie, right now for me, it's not early. It's almost 7 a.m. in the morning. So I timed this one to start at 10 after 6 for the start of the actual time trial. Oh, the same page I'm looking at now. So I guess the UAE guys are using the same page as this. They just don't have the tones that Colin has, guys. I'm just joking around here, guys. They don't get you don't get to hear the cool stories, the rock trips, the metal concerts. Dude, you know who's coming to Calgary too in April? And I want to see them is Sabaton. If you've never heard of Sabaton, I think they're Norwegian. Maybe they're Swedish. Finnish, maybe? Dude, I guess they're pretty heavy, but all their songs are related to, I don't know about all, they're all related to historical events. So when I first started listening to Sabaton, it was all about battles in World War II, stuff that I knew about. And they've got a bunch of World War One stuff. They've got some like other wars from Europe. It's all historically music. They have a song called The Night Witches. The Night Witches were a real unit on the Russian front outside of Stalingrad in World War II. All the pilots and all the crew were females. So the Germans called them the Night Witches. And they only came at night. Yeah, man, awesome. They have a full song about that. It's really cool. So Sabaton is actually coming to the Grey Eagle Casino. I think I'm going to that. I think it's standing room only, but that's okay. Oh, Dave's saying when he opened up YouTube, I thought it was Colin. So disappointed. Yeah, dude, you're not going to get the same voices over there. You're not going to get the same stories over there either. Dave, do the Amazon guys actually? Yeah, they do now, dude. Joey Jojo figured out how to get our country address here. Dude, they've thrown stuff at the front door. They've thrown stuff on the hot tub. They've thrown stuff on top of my cars. They've thrown stuff. Dude, my driveway, it's probably 200 feet long. They've thrown stuff on the road where my driveway comes off, like just sitting there. I'm like 1 foot off the road. You could easily just drive over it. They've thrown stuff over on my farm gate where people come in to, like, drop horses off and stuff. Let's take a look here. Still Johan Price Peterson, guys. Nico Denz. Degenkolb came through 32 seconds down. Jasper Stuyven at 101. Let me get caught up, guys, and I'm going to whip out of here for a second to check up on my dogs. Dave, it looks like some of the dudes just slow down and toss at the foot of the driveway. Like I go out there, I'm like, there's been 3 boxes sitting out here all night. It's all Joey stuff, though. It's never my stuff. Dawn saying Algarve tour sounds like one of the dudes from Wayne's World. Garth Algar. Party time. Excellent. Yeah, you got it, dude. Eddie, what time? Dude, I'm just after 7 a.m. in the morning. Russian women in biplanes who shot off engines and glided to surprise the Germans. 11 p.m. at night in Osaka, Japan. Yeah, dude, so Sabaton is April, I believe. I think. Dude, I love going to concerts. It's my favorite thing to go out and do. I love seeing old bands because they're constantly coming through Calgary. Dudes, I'm taking off to check up on my dogs. Guys, keep the chat going and I'll catch up with you when I get back. Shaka Khan, boys. Shaka Khan. We're back. We are in the pipe. 5x5. I can't believe I haven't said that yet today. 25 riders are finished. 26 riders underway. 114 yet to start, guys. Full stream here today, guys. Dudes, thanks for everyone being here. Eddie's at 10 p.m. at night. 11 p.m. at night in Osaka. Set just after 7 a.m. for me in the morning. Dave has to get breakfast, dressed for work. The chat has me so distracted, I need my own TARDIS or DeLorean. Yes, dude. Let me get back to Addison here because I'm really pumped about her education. I'm just nervous that I'm not going to get it, and then I'm going to be really... Oh, come on, kid. You will get it, Addison. Get in. No problems. Gotta motivate these kids, man. I'm so pumped that she wants to go back to school already. She's just kind of like dental assisting. She's like, well, she wants more. So I like that. I like people that always want to push a little bit more. Dudes, let's just take a look at the screen here and see where the craziness is happening. You can see Degenkolb is probably 80% of the way through the course. Check out these dudes here. Vervene, Muse, that's Jordy Muse, I believe, and Bonillo here. 3 riders really close together. So there's been some time caught up by a couple of the riders there. Pavel Bittner out in front here for Team Picnic Post NL. And looks like these times are still holding up here. I'm just going to give that a quick refresh just in case it hasn't been refreshing quick enough. Still Price Peterson, Dens, and Odette Kugut, Jasper Stuyven at the finish. So yeah, look at the time gap. Price Peterson, 47 seconds almost. Back to Nico Dens. So yeah, guys, today it's the stream, the live stream. It's going to be a little bit of a workout. I got to get back on the bike today, guys. You know my... Dude, I've never had such a bad stretch on my bike, and it's been happening. Dude, I would say... Well, late December for sure, dude. That's when everything spiraled. But even before that, when Joey's mom was here, all of November, I was pretty much a 24/7 caregiver, taking care of her mom, who, left the hospital after 40 days and came and lived with us for 35 days. Worst 5 weeks of my life. Just gonna say it. Worst 5 weeks of my life. Yeah, worst 5 weeks of my life, and it's continued on since that. Colin's been living in hell, guys, for a couple months now. Details coming soon on that. Yeah, bon appetit from Rob. Dude, still watching Ruta del Sol here as well. And those 4 riders, I think, are still up front. They should be anyways. Still up front, 59 seconds here. Why don't we take a look at the start list over on this one? It is a step down, I think. Well, Tim Wellens won a stage there. Jan Christian, who got disqualified, I think, from that stage. Is he still riding? Benoit Kostenfrot, Julius Johansson. That's a good team. Dalman Novak and Pavel Sivakov. Soren Werenskold, I think he's like a TT sprinter. Yeah, there he is. He's always involved in sprints at the end. Lekneson's there. Total Energies, Movistar. The Movistar. Here he is here. This is who Flocky was betting on today. John Berextetia, however you say his name. Half the time, guys, are just fake the names. Just kind of mumble a little bit. Pigcock is here, dudes. Yeah. Let's take a look at the GC over on this one. Actual GC at this one after stage 2. Yvon Romeo for Movistar. Anders Leknesson, Fred Wright, Bastien Tranchon, Alex Aramburu, Christophe Laporte. I think Christophe won yesterday. Stage 1. Christophe Laporte won stage 1 at the Ruta del Sol. So again, I think this field here, this start list is just a step down from the Algarve. The Algarve is a very, very strong start list. So we're going to stick here. And we're going to get back to the chat, guys. Eddie saying, basically, the Tour de Langkawi is good for you to live stream in the evening since the race here starts early morning, 15-hour ahead time difference. Yeah, dude, some of these races I have to get used to doing at different times. I am such an early morning person. Like, I love, dudes, like that Tour de France last year, I can remember it so well. I remember it so well because I remember being in Denver to see Metallica and just kind of getting set up for it. I think we got back from Denver for the Metallica concert, I think on It would have been like July 1st or something. It was Canada Day. Canada Days are the national holiday in Canada here, kind of like July 4th in the States. I think the Tour de France last year started on July 5th, which would have been a Saturday. We got home, and I'm like, well, let's see what happens. And zip, it was very successful for me. So I'm definitely doing that again this year, and I'm hoping all these early season races, people will find the channel. Hey, guys, like the channel. Like the video. Subscribe. Maybe become a member. Whatever it is you want to do, guys. Just help the channel out a little bit. Let's dethrone the big media powerhouses because we don't need them anymore. We really don't. This is independent broadcasting here by Colin over at Inside Cycling World. That's my channel, guys. We have been in existence for over 3 years now. And for all the Tour de France stuff and all the stuff last year, guys, big shout out to Joey Jojo. She'll never see this video. I tell her that I say her name in every video. I think I've missed one. I think I missed the last video I didn't say her name. But yeah, she's helped me do all the background stuff. My little intro video that you see pretty much every day. Sometimes I forget to run it, and she yells at me for it. Joey Jojo made that video. A lot of the thumbnails Joey Jojo made. And she was like, do it. Get after it. She goes, I need you on the Tour de France 100%. So, yeah. Dude, we're doing it again this year. And I told her, I think I told her last night I expect it to be 3 times bigger than last year. So I've got some different ratings, metrics I'm looking at as to how I can figure that all out. Aaron, good morning. You missed covering a great... dude, I know. Dude, I was trying to. So Aaron here from Virginia. Aaron, I was looking at it. I had to leave to go show a house. Basically when they were starting the climb. I tried to figure it all out in my head. I'm like, okay, they're going to be here. Basically, when they were at the base of the climb, I had to go. And I'm like, And then I didn't feel like doing the flat 150 kilometers beforehand. So that's what I did. We will have live coverage here of the time trial. That's a little ways off still. Aaron saying the final climb was full of energy and gave Grand Tour vibes with top names. Eddie saying you're basically an early morning person. If me, I will fall asleep in the live stream. Yeah, dude. No, dude, I love getting up early. I love it. I don't really get a lot of sleep. Dude, I need, like, when I first fall asleep, I tell Joey Jojo, when you see me sleeping at 10 o'clock at night, do not say a word. I think I get all my rest in that first 2 or 3 hours of sleep. And that's it. After that, it's just kind of me rolling around, waking up, checking the time. What time is it? Can I get up yet? To the point where sometimes I'll get up at 1 o'clock in the morning and make a pot of coffee and sit on YouTube, work on some stuff. So currently this weekend, dudes, I don't know if I've got anything going on for real estate this weekend. I do need to call my property management client I just picked up. I sent her a bunch of info like, hey, what are we going to do? She's trying to sell her house. If she can't sell it, she wants me to become the property manager on it. So that'll be 2 suites I'm going to take care of. I've also got to call the vets today. Who else? There's one other phone call. Oh, I got to call. My dumpster outside is absolutely full. I need an early empty because I've been going through a bunch of stuff in my basement. Eddie is in Malaysia. Dude, I have to check when Ghana goes off. Let's go over to Tour Tracker for a second because it actually shows all their names. I got to imagine Ghana's one of the last. I guess it all depends on his current placement. So Ayuso's last, Sehan, there's Zhao, Oscar Only, Rica Fricantello, Danny Martinez, Kevin Vauquelin, Yanis Forsard. This dude here, guys, I'm surprised they have a picture. This is the guy that won that climb on the Alula Tour. I think it was the Alula Tour, wasn't it? I think. Yeah, if we click on him here. See, okay, there he's got results. 8th. Okay, that's this race. Okay, I've lost his name again. Where'd he go? He won a stage. This guy won a stage. First, stage 3, Alula Tour. It was on that nice long climb. He attacked at the end. Oh, I think there was a Red Bull rider who kept trying to get away. Yeah, can't remember now, guys. Oh, sorry. We're trying to check when Ghana goes. We've got McNulty going out, Timon Harrison. Don't forget Julian Alaphilippe's here, Fabio Christian, Morgado. This guy's really good, man. This Portuguese rider here, really good. Fast dude. Groschartner, Dylan Van Barl. Carson Miles, here's a Canadian I don't know of. Tratnik. Where's Ghana? Colby Simmons, Quinn's brother. Yeah, dudes. I thought Stefan Kung. Obviously, it's always reverse order. Wow, we might see. Oh, there he is. Ghana goes out at 7:27, guys. On my time, that's only 14 minutes away. Back to PCS. Let's check the times going through, guys. Okay, things are changing now. Johan's still in first at the intermediate timing point. Jonathan Vervene, 14 seconds down. Luca Giammi, 23 seconds down. And at the finish, kind of the same thing. Price Peterson and Jonathan Vervene at the finish line there. 22:47 is the fastest time right now. So we will see Ghana going out shortly. So that's going to be, a contender coming up, guys. I'm still waiting for Soderquist to show up. I'm going to watch for his name very carefully. Dave, I did used to get a group rate at the vet when I had my sled dog team. And actually, guys, when I had my sled dog team, the vet used to come to me. There was a few times I took my team in, but it would be like, hey, guys, I'm bringing in 30 dogs. I need 30 rabies vax. I need 30 5-ways. And they would give me a really good deal, and they would just pop the dogs. Pop, 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 pop. Give them a quick once over. Dude, you can buy 5-way shots. I used to buy them from Saskatchewan, from a dealer up there. I used to give my own shots all the time. Aaron saying, can we talk about the stupid UAT time trial where the GC leader has to go last, but everyone else can choose a time? Del Toro certainly got hosed. Now we know why Poggy never took stage 1. Dude, I didn't even know that rule. So UAE has a stage, the TT rule, where people pick their time slots. Dude, I didn't even know that. Okay, so we're talking about the races tomorrow, I think. Okay, dudes. Still watching Ruta Del Sol. Waiting for Joshua Giddings here. Let's see what his time is like. Okay, yep. Can't go there. We won't see it. Preliminary top 5 at timing point 1. Price Peterson, Vervene, Luca Giammi. Let's take a look at this dude here. Luca Giammi, another young dude, Italian on UAE. He's a Gen Z rider too, so he's been brought up to the big leagues here, guys. Brought from the development team up. Let's take a look at Jonathan Vervene. You should know this name, Soudal Quickstep. 22 years old, TT rider. As soon as I saw his height, I'm like, this guy's a TT rider. And then you can see all his points are towards time trial riding. The majority of them. Here we go, guys. Yeah, dude's right here. Come on. Under 23 Conti champion last year. So, guy's fast. Remember, that's under 23. That's not the elite level, but still very fast. And then we got Nico Denz. Here's another name you should know. 32 years old. 1.83 meters tall. Probably a pretty decent time trialist. And Cedric Boulan. 29 years old. 1.9 meters tall. These guys are all time trial bodies, guys. Big, tall dudes. Then there's Remco. He's the exception. We know Ghana's big. We know Soderquist is big. And somehow Remco is so aero. I mean, how tall is Remco? 5'9"? 5'8"? Just looking at the names here on course right now, guys. So there's Giddings getting close to the finish now. I think that's Dries de Bont, who rides for Liv. Sorry, Jaco Alula. Liv is the ladies' team. Yeah, dude, I know. Aaron, what's the deal with the Canadian Chrome teams claiming no double taps when the video clearly shows them? Dude, yeah, like they went over the hog. They call it the hog line when the Canadian team was past the hog line. So when is that? Have they had the gold game yet for Canada, Great Britain? I'm going to watch that. Dude, I actually really like watching curling. It's kind of like golf. Very technical. Pascal Ackerman's on course. Van Geskel. Soderquist is on course, guys. Liedel Trek Rider. Here's my pick for today. Soderquist. You can see him just leaving the start chute now and prepare for just Watts apocalypse coming up, guys. He is just going to smash it, probably pushing like a big chain ring today. He's a big dude. Let's get it, Soderquist. Dave saying, by the way, thinking of getting a new bike this year to back up the workhorse. Dave, what are you looking at? I think Dave probably mostly rides mountain bikes, I think. My guess, I've seen some pictures. And guys, just so you know, me and Dave have had in real life conversations. If you ever want to get in touch with Inside Cycling World dudes, just find me on Facebook somewhere. I have 2 channels. I have the Inside Cycling World page. I also have the Colin Emerson page. You can probably see my face on either one. Just reach out to me, guys. Just reach out. You want to have a fun chat? Dude, Lucian, my bro he's in Cabo right now. They're moving to Boston here, as he said, in March. Lucian used to ride like right at the very last step before going full pro. He rode with he rode with Jonathan Vaughters back in the day. Still very good friends with Jonathan Vaughters. Like recent pictures, him and his wife out with Vaughters for dinners in Colorado, because they used to live in Colorado, went to Cabo. Lucian Black called me out of the blue. I'm like, who's this? And yeah, dude, I talked to him for 3 hours. My first phone call ever with him. We just talked cycling the whole time. I learned so much stuff from that dude about kind of all the riders in the middle to late 90s that were coming up along the way. Dave saying, I can't decide if I go fixed, single speed, or gravel bike. Eddie saying there's also one-day races in Turkey tomorrow. Terengganu cycling team will race there. Oh, those dudes, that's the Malaysian team. Dudes, let's take a look at that. So it should show races tomorrow. Okay, next to finish. Okay, maybe they're not. Probably this one. Here's a Turkish race tomorrow. Yes, dude, we got it. Grand Prix Alai. Looks like it's right along the coastline, always to be relatively flat. A little bit of inland. And where do they finish? I don't know. Not really sure about that yet. And as Eddie just said, here is Terengganu, Conti team based out of Malaysia. Right here you can see it, guys. So Eddie is up to speed on this team, of course, because he is from Malaysia. So that's tomorrow. Back to the Algarve, guys. Let's keep an eye out for Soderquist here. He's moving. Dudes, take a look right away. Look at Soderquist's little stick here. Look how close he is to Ribeiro already. They're just over 3 kilometers in. So he is like hammer down, head down, butt up, working hard here, guys. Working hard. He's going to catch Ribeiro before the halfway point. Just smash him to pieces. Full annihilation. Blown to oblivion, guys. Yeah, dude, I was going to say, Rutger. Dude, I just saw Arts on screen here right now. So good point. Dude, I love it. Dude, the community, best part of my channel. Community is the best part of my channel. You know what, dudes? I told some friends about it a few days ago because they're like, dude, why aren't you streaming anymore? I'm like, dude, I got so much going on. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I'll do a full video about that one of these days coming up. I said one day to someone, I said, dude, and I'm not going to get freaky deaky, but the Inside Cycling World community, when I talk about you guys, it could almost make me tear up a little bit because you guys are so supportive of the channel. Yeah, dude, I love it. I love all the support from you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for chiming in. Thanks for sharing your knowledge of cycling with me. Because, dudes, I learn something every day. But yeah, so, dude, I don't know who this guy's here. Rutger. Rutger, have I seen you before? Maybe Rutger is familiar. He says, have a look at Hoob Arts. He will start in a couple minutes. Might be the surprise of the day. Okay, dude. I love it. He's on course right now. I saw the name Arts, and I'm like, yep, there's that dude. Look at the catch being made here by Soderquist right now. Probably pushing like a 68 tooth gear ring on this course. Relatively flat. We will look again. Dude, this guy's really good too. Hopefully I can get his picture to show up here. This dude here for Caja Rural, I always see him doing well. Last year, Balderstone, he stuck out for me at a lot of races. Right there or thereabouts. So Volta España, I think he did pretty decent. 13th in the GC, I would say that's pretty decent. I think the first place I saw him was at Burgos. Was it at Burgos? Okay, I lied. Colin lies a lot, guys. So, National Championships for Spain, individual time trial, first place. This guy's a time trialist, guys. Total TT rider. Team time. Individual 46. I mean, that was the Volta, so pretty stiff competition there. This guy's legit. He's legit. Abel Balderstone. Saw him in a lot of breakaways last year too. He's 22 seconds down at the timing point. Finish line pretty much the same as before. Price Peterson and Vervene. Soderquist is catching Ribeiro right now. He is on the catch right now. Dudes, I'm going to make sure I have my stream ready here. Ruta Del Sol is still running there. I want Algarve. That's what I want. We are still... Ooh, jeez. We're still... Okay, I'll go back to Ruta Del Sol for a bit because we're still like half an hour away. They should have shown more coverage of the Algarve. I don't know what they're doing. World Tour. Okay, so Rudger, good comment there, dude. How about Hincapie team getting some minor results? Modern Adventure Pro Cycling. Women's semis in curling going on today. I think the men's semis might be tomorrow. Cade Media reviewed Walmart bike, $300 US. That was actually decent and upgradable. Okay, yeah, I do know Cade Media a little bit. I think they're the ones that do their videos and they got 3 people in there and it's like... Dude, I don't like that style. It's just not my style. I like just flying solo. I've actually had people ask me, hey man, if you ever want someone else to do it with you, I might consider that. I would consider doing that with another bro, another dude who I really like, who I trust on my channel. Guys, I've worked hard on my channel. Dude, we're right around 32,000 subscribers right now. This video won't get massive views. That's okay. I'm a grinder, guys. I grind everything I do. You got to grind out these races that people aren't around for, that they're taking off for the weekend. Vermeersch is on screen too. Look at this, dudes. 6 kilometers in, Soderquist has passed Ribeiro. Get ready for the fastest time of the day so far, coming up in about 5 kilometers. Yeah. US Swiss women's semi on live or no? Yeah, dude, I'll be catching up with all that today. I was supposed to go out today and meet a couple friends later on, but I'm like, I'm just gonna stay home tonight because I got that concert tomorrow night, so I don't really want to go out 2 nights in a row. LMF 25, Whitley Bay here, UK, Milan smashing it today again. LMF, I caught the last 4 kilometers. I just tuned in at the right time this morning. Yeah. Why isn't Colin streaming? He's afraid of crossing the streams from Ghostbusters. Yeah, dude, Aaron, sorry. I've been missing a lot of them lately. I was so pumped up to do them all. Just things are getting in the way. And the timing of the UAE, if I do that one, I'm kind of worn out for the Algarve. I like the Algarve better. It's a better race to me. It's a way better race. Looking at the Ruta del Sol here, we got one rider off the front. Actually, no, that's the 4-rider breakaway. I think they're all being caught right now. Yeah, Peloton's coming hard on them. Hurry hard. Hurry hard! If you guys know what that is, let me know. I know Aaron does right now. Hurry hard, boys. Hurry hard. The Cannondale is a mountain bike braze-ons for racks, fat tires, rule in the winter, and for potholes. Where Dave lives, I guess, is the richest part of Toronto have the worst potholes. Which string to pick? Yeah, I know. 3 races going on. Dude, I always pick the Algarve. Always going with the Algarve. Oh, yeah, let's not forget about this. We're going to have Derek G coming up here pretty soon, guys. This is a guy who needs a big win. I want this dude to have a huge win because he's getting older. Like, dude, he's not super young. 28 years old. He is a GC contender, but he's 28 already. 2019, he was riding like national races in Canada only. 2020, none, COVID. 2021, he did 2 races. 2022, I think he jumped into World Tour. Pretty low-level stuff, like 2s, pros. I guess there was some 1-level races, but nothing World Tour. So in 2022, he rode... Dudes, he was Israel Cycling Academy Conti. I think 2023 was his breakout year at the Giro. Sorry, guys. It's kind of slow right now. Come on. Come on, Jonas. Come on. Yeah, dude, PCS is having a little bit of a brain fart there, so I'm just going to back out of that for now. We'll get back to the actual race here itself. And it looks like we're trapped. Go to home. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Don't worry about it, guys. Just let that... Okay, here we go. let that reset. So we've only got 13 Ks left to go at Ruta Del Sol. I will watch that one to the finish. There's still one rider hanging out in front by himself. Here's Soderquist pulling away from Ribeiro now. Here's Hoob Arts coming. One of the Oliveira brothers here. Brothers? Evo? Yep, and Rui. Evo and Rui are both at this race. I'd say Evo is probably, yeah, he has a good time trialist. As soon as I see his height, I'm a good time trialist. Let's take a look at Rui. Rui Oliveira, another tall dude, probably he doesn't really show a lot of TT results. Brandon McNulty's on the same team, good time trialist. So Brandon will be able to look at him. He looks like he's circa 1929, getting ready for the Great Depression there with that look. Hair slicked back, greasy mustache, and all, guys. Greasy mustache. Let's just close the Baja California map there. And we're on it, guys. Okay, let's take a look at fastest times. Still the same. Price, Peterson, Vervane, and Balderstone. At the finish line, Price, Peterson, Vervane, and Balderstone's time hasn't came through yet. He's still out on course. That's why I call him. Open your eyes, bro. Seeing some catches being made here. It looks like Mestre is catching Van Gestel. Yeah, anytime you see the lines close together, guys, someone's losing time, someone's gaining. Arnaud Delis. Oh, dude, what is him? Isn't he the Lion of Flanders? Or no, he's got a different name. Arnaud Delis. I forget his nickname. Bob Youngle's on course for the Ineos Grenadiers. Ghana is out there now, guys. So this is going to be good to see because Soderquist is coming to the timing point. Ghana's going to know what it is. So let's see if Ghana can keep up with the young gun. Love it. Look at this. Results of the poll. Will Ghana win today's time trial? 79% said yes. Is that right? Yeah, 79% voted yes. I said no. I said no. I'm going this dude right here. Here's my guy. Here's my guy. Right here. Man, if I'm right, send me some love, bros. Send me some love. So yeah, Soderquist is coming to that timing point right away, guys. Let me get caught up in the chat here. Okay, hang on, guys. LMF had a little help from his little brother. Okay, hang on. Is Jan Christian in the Inside Cycling World doghouse? Well, Jan was the guy. Didn't he get fully disqualified in that sprint? I think he did. Cade Media is a fun chat at times. The two couples, great if you're just listening. I think the only thing I don't like about it, Dave, when I was saying, and I do watch it. Yeah, here we go, dudes. Here we go. Soderquist, 12:37, almost at 51 kilometers an hour. He's 24 seconds ahead of another decent, really good time trialist, Johan Price Peterson. Let's see what Ghana can do. Ghana will be coming through not that far away, guys. He's en route. Hubarts, as Rudger, whatever your name, Rudger 8632 or something, is catching up with Tien ahead of him here. So Hubarts is coming next, guys. I'm just looking for a link to his name so I don't get chucked out of the page. It'll lock me out sometimes. Which Milan is smashing? Milan's smashing the UAE Tours, won the last two sprint stages in a row. Dave Singh, having a doctor on demand makes explanation of doping very detailed and easy to understand. Algarve is a better race because the start list... Dude, totally. Algarve has a very strong start list. And it's a race I've always wanted to cover. First year I've done it, guys. First year. So this weekend, dudes, I should be able to do the rest of the stages. So Saturday, not staying in town for that concert. I will be coming home. And that's okay. Dave, I would love to know what Derek knows about IPT. He jumped ship very, very early. Yeah, dude, he just vanished one day. He just disappeared. Hubarts is going to be coming up to the timing point pretty soon. Dave, good question. How many? There's actually a lot of brothers. And there's brothers, sisters in the peloton as well. I think LMF is saying the UAE race is where Milan is smashing. Yeah, Aaron's saying he likes the Portuguese landscape better. Me totally. I do like the climbs at UAE, but they just kind of seem, there's like 2 or 3 and that's all you do. They don't really have like a good rolling day. It's pan flats or pan flat with a big climb at the end. So we are doing Jebel Hafit tomorrow at the UAE. So I will start that stage right before that climb starts. Then we'll jump over to Algarve, throw in a little bit of Ruta Del Sol because I'm watching that. There's 7.2K to the finish in that one. Everyone's all back together in that group, bombing downhill right now. Visma Lisa bike on the front here at this race. Dudes, why don't we have a quick look at that race? So Ruta Del Sol right now. There we go. I just told you. Visma Lisa bike is leading the way. Let's just see the start list for Visma Lisa bike. I can't imagine it being that strong. Okay, we got Christophe. That's pretty good. We've got Christophe Laporte, Axel Zonglé, Victor Campenarts, Filippo Fiorelli. So it's not the strongest lineup, but it's still pretty good. Christophe Laporte won stage 1. So there's 7K to the finish, less than that. It's going to be, looks like a sprint at the finish, tiny bit of uphill there. So I'll just keep that one in the mix, but I would prefer to watch the TT guys. Here comes Hubarts. He's going to have a nice fast time here. Ivo Oliveira's just started. We still have 82 to start, guys. Wow, this is a long one. So let's see how Arts does compared to Soderquist. Watching this very closely. His time should be popping up right away. LMF, Tiberi versus Del Toro tomorrow. Showdown on Jebel Hafid tomorrow. Yeah, dude, that's going to be a really good finish. And I'm so pumped I'll be able to cover that one in the morning. Who else is going? What else is Ghana doing here if he's not here to win today? Dude, I'm sure he's going to give it a shot. We're going to see his time right away. And I'm looking for the latest times coming through here right away for Arts. We'll see what happens here. There's the first Oliveira. So the two Oliveira brothers are on course right now. You can see they're both UAE riders. Yves Lampart has just started as well. Soderquist flying. Dude, Soderquist is going to catch another rider. It looks like he's going to catch this. I think that's a Caja Rural rider there. Soderquist. He might be faster on the back end. I could see maybe him having, if Ghana goes too far fast at the beginning. Okay, there we go, guys. Hubart's 24 seconds down on Jakob Soderquist. Wow, 1/1000th of a second behind Johan Price Peterson. Wow. Dudes, I may have to take another quick race upstairs. Let me do that quick. This is not a nature break, guys. Just something I gotta turn on upstairs. Yeah, guys, sorry there. At home here, I have my furnace set to kick down low late in the day. Sorry, in the morning, but it's minus 23 Celsius right now. Feels like minus 35. We know we like to do the weather here, guys. So anyone's watching, why are we looking at the weather? This is what we do here. So today, it's going to be a high of minus 12 Celsius. Tomorrow, minus 13. Monday, minus 11. I love it. It's getting warmer. Time to break out the thong, guys. The thong... The white mesh thong. Yeah, I can be wearing it about Tuesday afternoon. Minus 3 Celsius. That's about, I don't know, 28 Fahrenheit or something, guys. Let's shut that down. Come back here. And let's check these times out. Ooh, Soderquist is right on Leteo's back wheel right now. He's coming hot. Coming hot on him. Ghana's catching De Pestel. This is going to be good to see. There's Vermeesh. I always struggle with his name. Competitors with the most career TT points, Stefan Kung. Ghana's right on his wheels. João Almeida, Bob Youngles, Yves Lampart. Soderquist is not up there yet because he's so young. He just hasn't raced enough yet. So yeah, dudes, my furnace shuts down. I think it's at 6:30 in the morning. Really low. And I don't really want it shut down. It's on a timer. I don't want it shut down right now because the house would freeze off because it's cold outside. But it's better than minus 30. Rob saying, I have stage 4 of Tour de Vendée on, and they are paused in the middle of a country road for some reason. Dude, I didn't even know the Tour de Vendée was on right now. That's on right now? Home. That's weird. 2.2 kilometers to go here over at the Ruta del Sol, guys. Let's just jump back to this one for a second. Here is the finishing profile now. They're virtually at the end, guys. They do kick up a little bit here, probably a couple percent. Actually, it's showing right now. UAE's on the front in that race. Visma, Lisa Bikes there. Cofidis. There is a bit of a climb, false flatty. We do hit 6% for a couple hundred meters, then false flat to the finish downhill with a little 5% kick at the end. Let's just stick with this one here now. So, guys, you're going to see me staring over here now for a little bit because I want to take this race in. Yeah, Cofidis, Visma Lisa Bike. There's Tim Wellens for UAE. Quite a few UAE riders here. Tim went on a pretty epic break I think a couple days ago. Dave, I don't always enjoy K Media. They can get very esoteric. Yeah, dude, the only thing I don't like about it, it's too professional to me. It's too professional. It's like they got their special studio. Take it away to our broadcaster over here. Take it away to our super pro. Whatever. Just wing it. Who are the two Simmons? Quinn and Colby? Quinn, Captain America. Colby, little brother. Dudes, let's just get this one finished up here. We're less than a climb. And it is a bit of a climb here. They're all out of the saddle climbing. UAE rider going out front here. I have no idea who this is right now. No idea who this is. UAE rider pulling a Cofidis rider with them. Visma Lisa Bike still has 2 riders up there. Man, the UAE jersey throws me off this year. Visma coming up hard up the left-hand side right now. 2 riders going there. Actually, there's 3 Visma riders. 1 rider looks like they're in the green jersey at this race. I don't even know who that is right now, guys. We're going to find out real quick. Here we go. Watching this one come to the finish here now, guys. It says 500 meters to go. Really tough left-hand bend here. One of the Visma guys went really wide. 1 Visma rider still in the front. It's Christophe Laporte and Axel Zonglé. So I got to imagine this is Zonglé still up front here. They're all sprinting now, guys. This is a Ruta del Sol. Looks like Groupama FDJ is right there. UAE coming up here right away. Who is that? No, that looks like Fernando Gaviria. That's Fernando Gaviria here for Caja. And at the finish line, it's a Groupama FDJ rider, guys. Groupama, that finish line came up real quick. Dude, and the finish line, after they pass, they got to jam on the brakes here so they don't run to the side of this wall. Okay, dude, that was pretty cool there to see that one go down. I'm going to head back to this one here quickly to the Algarve because Ghana's going to be coming through. Ghana's through. I'm scared to look. I'm scared to look, guys. Ghana. Wow. Ghana is 5.4 seconds up on my pick for the day. Jakob Soderquist here. I'm going to watch a replay here right now of Ruta del Sol. So we've got at the midpoint here, Ghana, Soderquist, Price Peterson, Hoob, and De Pestel. Finish line, Soderquist, Price Peterson, Vervenne, Giami, Frederick Friesen. It's a rider I don't know. Let's see if Ghana can hold up all the way. He's got a 5-second lead, 5.4 second lead over Soderquist at the intermediate checkpoint, at the halfway point. He needs to hold that all the way to the finish. Ghana's coming up on De Pestel right now. So I think Ghana's having a really nice run here today. Yeah, really nice run. And back to the chat, guys. Yeah, the pause is usual for animals, protesters, sometimes trains. They'll stop. Yeah, LMF saying or trains. Jonathan won today with some help from Little Bro. I think Cofidis rider might have got the win over at Ruta del Sol. Let's take a look back over there, guys. Okay, let's take a look at that. It was Fretton. Milan Fretton. This guy's really, really good. Milan Fretton here for Cofidis. So he just won stage 3. Yeah, thumbs up from this bro right here. He's a Belgian rider. Yeah, good win there. You can see here on the first stage of the Alula Tour, he got second place. Good sprinter. And we'll come back to the TT. The Trek train got derailed. Jonathan Surf Wheels. Little Bro's train was better positioned. Eddie's saying, which Pro Series? Ooh, guys, we got to watch men's hockey today. It just popped up on CPC Gem here on my feed. Which Pro Series stage race, one race, do you think should be upgraded to, you say, World Tour? And which World Tour stage should be downgraded? Dude, I'd have to think about that for a little bit here. I'd have to look at all the races, and especially the one-day races. Let me put some thought into that. Or, Eddie, which one do you think? Everyone else, just chime in here. So Ghana does have that 5.44 second lead. Trying to take it away from Soderquist at the finish here. So it's going to be the veteran versus the newcomer. Arts is third. That's from Rudger 8463. Just waiting to see his time point check. There it is now. Yeah, he's 51.1 seconds behind Soderquist. So nice ride for Hubarts. Dutch rider here. He's only 23 years old. Built like a time trialist. He's just a fraction of a hair shorter than me. So, big dude. Riding for Lotto Intermarché. Yeah, who do you think will sponsor Visma since they want to be their budget team? Dude, I don't know offhand. I think Visma's kind of... Like, if you look at Visma now compared to last year, the quality of the team's really gone down. Like, really gone down. They've had a lot of good riders leave. I'm hoping they can do it. Dave saying, good morning, Joey Jojo. I'll have to tell her directly because she'll never see this. I don't know. Sometimes she watches them still. Aaron. Yes, dude. I think so. Let's watch Fretton here at the finish here. For Gavir was right there too. So it was a Lotto rider. There's the green jersey rider. Oh, that's probably Christophe Laporte. Yeah. Fretton comes in on the inside and just takes it. The Groupama guy almost had it as well. Yeah, Aaron, good question. Are we thinking Visma's days of winning Grand Tours is over? I kind of think so. For a while. Eddie, I think Saudi PIF, their Saudi government fund, they have unlimited funds and they already have spent on other sport. Yeah, they have so much money, dude. Aaron's saying, damn, that is cold. Dreams of Cabo. Dude, I know. Dreams of Cabo. Dude, when the girls went, the flight left 13 minutes late and it arrived 46 minutes early. They made up like an hour. So it's scheduled as a 4-hour flight. They did it like in just over 3 hours. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Leave hell and get to paradise. 50-degree difference Celsius. Could be like minus 25 here, plus 25 down there. LMF saying, I know all about Canadian winters. Who do we think will do the best GC TT? Almeida is the best on paper. I think based on ratings. Yeah, dude, he was ranked really high for today. You can see here competitors with the most TT points. Almeida is third out of these guys here. Not as high as Ghana and Kung, but he's a GC favorite. Why don't we take a look at the actual GC guys? This is after stage 2. Ayuso, Paul Ceja, 7 seconds down is João Almeida. Oscar only at 14. Rica Friccantello, 16 seconds down. So I don't expect Matthew Riccatello to have a superstar TT. João will. See how Ayuso does too. He'll be last to go out today. Yeah, nice sprint here by Fretton at the finish there going uphill. Just beating out Laporte. That was so close between those three riders. Wow. I don't know. The Groupama guy looks like he got it. But they're shaking his hands. I want to check that out, guys. Oh, it's Paul Penho. I forget how to say his name. Someone taught me how to say his name. I was like, dude, he was right there. Like a tenth of a bike, a wheel length. He was right there. Get back to the Algarve here. We're waiting for Ghana. Ghana's past to Pestel. Vermeesh is catching Arnaud Delis. Yeah, that's incredible. Look at the gap between Youngles and Ghana here. Look at the gap, guys. That is massive. Absolutely massive there. Casper Askren on course coming up to the halfway point. Yves Lampard has just gone through. Intermediate check. Still waiting for times there. So if Ghana stays on this, my pick today won't win it, and it'll probably be Ghana then. Okay, so Ghana and Soderquist have only started against each other 2 times in individual time trials, and they both won 1. So at the Algarve in 2025, Soderquist won it. I didn't know that. European Championships, individual men's elite, Ghana beat Soderquist. That one. Okay, so we're waiting for times for Yves Lampart. Lampart was 33 seconds down at the intermediate checkpoint, moving into 5th place. Ivo Oliveira is in 6th place. Ghana's time should be coming up soon, guys. Dave saying 2 degrees Celsius and rain this morning. Dave, how is that possible? You guys are 2 and we're like minus 24 right now. Minus 23. Veloboy, that's Rob, is saying it's on TV Vendée, YouTube channel. Okay. Dude, I know the race. I just didn't even know it was on. I thought it would have showed up on PCS. Eddie wants Petronas to at least sponsor one UCI team. Okay, I don't think they will focus with... Oh, you don't think they will because they're going to focus on the Mercedes F1 team and MotoGP. White mesh thong, cycling shoes, stylish, plus a helmet. You got it, dude. Oh, it might not be the Tour de Vendée. Okay, dude, gotcha. Ghana 7 seconds on Soderquist. Okay, that must be at the finisher. So Ghana pulled away more. Yeah, Ghana's there. There it is, 7. Okay, dude, I screwed that one up. I was hoping it to be the new young guy. Watching Milan Fretten here get his award for the day. Nice. And we should be getting really close to Algarve coverage time finally. Let me get this going over here, guys. Okay, it stream's coming, but it's commercial time still. So Ghana, first place at 21:53.66 seconds. Soderquist, 7.6 seconds back. Price Peterson, Hubarts, Jonathan Vervaini, Sander De Pesto, Luca Giammi. Let's check out Luca Giammi. Look at this dude. Gen Z rider, 21 years old. Big performance for this guy. Like, come on up, dude. Come up to the big boy level. So, really cool to see him out there. Frederick Frison rides for Q36.5. 33-year-old. 1.93 meters tall. There you go. There's your answer. So, he should be up there at the top. Rafael Reis. Ooh, I love this. Conti rider. Looks like a time trials to me. All his numbers here are based on time trials. He's 33 years old. So this guy is good at what he does. Nico Denz. Taller dude. 32 years old. There we go, guys. Let's see what else is going on screen here. Barabas and someone else here looks like someone's passing someone there. I can't figure that out yet. Askren looks like he's on something decent today here. Catching the rider ahead of him. Looks like there's 2 NSN riders here together. And waiting for video coverage, guys. Oh, they actually have 3 tool walls on... The other guy just moved to California with his doctor's wife a few months ago on Cade. Yeah, dude, they have tools all around in the background. Park tool, I think. Aronson, is Cade filmed on California? I always thought it was Great Britain. That's what I thought too. I thought they were all British. Yeah, they're all British. Aaron, no fretting in my betting. I like that. How does a team go from winning all 3 tours 2 years ago to not being a budget squad? Aaron, flight arrival times are a racket. They always project the 90th percentile. Yeah, dude, like, they left late, and I'm like, ooh, they're not... And then they get there 46 minutes early. So 59 minutes they made up in the air. Must have been a massive wind blowing them. So I got to get down there soon. Lime green, leaky gas branded thong, CD Gemini shoes, matching Giro, Spaceball TT helmet. How would that be for rad visible? Dude, that's the best right there. Spaceball's helmet. I think Rwanda and UCI in discussions to bring the race for UCI World Tour status. Oh, okay, Tour de Rwanda. Dude, Tour de Rwanda is on. Dude, I think it's on right away. Tour of Rwanda? Yeah, it starts on February 22nd right here. So it's a 2.1 race. It's going to be all Conti teams. So I looked at this, and as much as I love the Conti teams, I want the big names, guys. I want the big names. I like the Conti riders that are thrown in. So, yeah, the Tour of Rwanda is for national and Conti teams. That's it. So I will not be doing that race. I'll stick with what I'm doing so far. Still the same here. Guys, Ghana, that's strong. Almeida's still to come. Just looking at names. Oliver Nason's just gone through the checkpoint there. Casper Asgren's through. Lampard is through. Looks like Lampard caught Van Tricht here. Paul Magnier on course 2, guys. Remember, he won stage 1, I believe. Okay, let's just hang out there for a second. Get caught up with the chat. Get back on. Soderquist did not when he just finished ahead of Ghana last year in the Algarve. Top is Ghana. Ricca Fricantello. He needs to work on his TT to be a total GC threat. No one close to the top 2 in the individual time trial. If Ricca Fricantello can only lose 32nd to the top GC, that would be a win. Yeah, dude, exactly. Like, what we can do here right now, guys, why don't we take a look at the 2026 Algarve. So we're on stage 3. What's tomorrow? This will be our breakaway day if you look at this profile. Breakaway day, lumpy bumpy. Sprinters are going to really have to hang on. Yeah, I'm thinking this one's sprint finish or breakaway win. All depends how far they let them go and try to bring them back. Last stage, though, is a climb. Well, not really. They say it's mountainous. Take a look at this one, guys. Okay, well, it is quite lumpy early on. We got a Category 3, Category 2, Category 3 again, same climb as earlier. And then we got a Category, whatever. It doesn't actually, a Category 2 at the end. Not very tough, though. 2.7 kilometers at 8.9%. So that's the final stage of the Algarve right there. The race could be determined there, though. It's only 2,252 meters of climbing, so it's nothing crazy for these guys. I'll get back here now, back into the TT. Jordan Labrosse. I think he's a Total Energies rider. Decathlon. Okay, he was never at Total, so I just screwed that one in my brain. So Ghana, Soderquist, Price Peterson, Hubarts, Yves Lampert, Casper Askren here, nice. He's 6th through at the intermediate. And nothing's changed at the finish yet. Magnier's coming up to the point. There's Stefan Kung out in course 2. Can Stefan Kung pull something out from yesteryear, folks? And, bring it all back together here. I'm not expecting it, but... Yeah, Petronas should sponsor a cycling team. They got so much money. Dave's talking about Riccatello's victory was epic with the blowing snow. Dave, what am I missing there? I'm thinking blowing snow and Riccatello. Yeah, LMF. I think Cade Media is based in Dunham, Northeast England. Yeah, dudes, all British commentators. There's a dude and 2 ladies on there. Guy's got a greasy mustache, by the way. All mustaches are greasy to me. Dave, did I just admit to owning that riding kit? Yeah, leaky gas thong. Dave has it. I would love the Maryland cycling classes to step up to World Tour level. Maybe need a stage in the Western Mountains and then crit to get there. Dude, I covered that race last year. I did the whole race, and there were a lot of World Tour riders there. Like, that was a really good race. So, yeah, America needs something, guys. Like the U.S. Continental U.S. needs a race. The biggest race, there's only 2 World Tour races in Canada, in North America, and they're both in Canada. Montreal and Quebec. Those are both World Tour events. I think they could get rid of Quebec. Because they run one on the Friday and one on the Sunday. They could probably get rid of Quebec and just keep Montreal. pass that world tour status to something in the States maybe. That'd be a good idea. Do a race over there, Maryland Classic or whatever, and then jump up, do Quebec, make that a Pro Series race, World Tour. Yeah. Rutger Kung is going to be good at the timing point 1. Yeah, we're looking for him. He's coming up on it right now. I love to see dudes like make a comeback. I would love to see Stefan Kung blow them out of the water. Everyone, including my pick for the day. Paul Magnier went through. What did he go through? Looking for a time for Paul Magnier. The last times I don't see anything for him yet. Dude, we still got 58 to start. Wow, that seems like a long time, doesn't it? Yeah, we still got another hour to go, I think. Eddie's saying that the Tour of Langkawi could be invited by the UCI to upgrade, but money and need a local team to be upgraded. Oh yeah, Eddie, you were saying that need at least one local pro team. Yeah. Aaron saying I love how Colin calls 9% not bad. It is true for pros in under 3 kilometers, but one could still get 10-second. Yeah, totally, dude. Yeah, for pros, right? I mean, and guys, I actually do ride my bike quite a bit inside, and it's all simulated, and a 9-10% grade does feel like a 9-10% gradient. I just sucked on my bike since November. Sucked. Like, dude, right now, I think it was February 7th. It was a Friday. I did a 3-hour and 50-minute ride. I banged out 105K, something like that. Haven't rode once. I just, and I never get to my bike. So I have to, dude, and at the rate I'm going today, I may not get to today. Oh, Aronson Riccatello won earlier in the week on a snow-covered climb. Dude, like, okay. I'll have to figure out which race that was because I have no idea right now. Ricca Frickentello won on a snow-covered climb earlier this week. Cool. I gotta go check that out. Aaron's saying no more blue and black kits. Yeah, they all need to be distinct colors to me. Okay, so they need, yeah, Eddie's saying they need more money and approval from the government there to get Tour de Langkawi to World Tour status. I guess the only other race over there, like in, what do you want to call it? I'm going to call it Oceania, you know, Malaysia and all those islands, and then Australia and all that kind of stuff. Although that's technically different. All I've got is Tour Down Under. That is a World Tour race. And the Cadell Evans Great Ocean Road Race, that is a World Tour race. And we have transmission starting in 1 minute, 4 seconds for the time trial. So here it comes, guys. I will finally get to see some video of the time trial here. Stefan Kung. I've lost track of him. Why don't I see his name anymore? Oh, he's overlapping there. So Kung, 9 seconds down at the first check. Not bad. Not bad at all for Kung here. So he needs to start getting faster. Filippo Ganna's average speed was 51.2. Soderk was 50.9. So far, Kung is averaging 50.6. He's really going to have to step up his game if he wants to start pulling back these guys. It's only 9 seconds, but yeah, what's left in the tank when you're halfway through? How bad did you blow yourself up? Remember, guys, we got a lot of big names coming. We have lots of big names coming still. The GC top 10 is really stacked, like really stacked. Dave's saying in the late 80s, there was a Pro Series racer in Toronto that used a couple of my favorite climbs. It ran once and vanished, won by Evgeny Berezin. I remember that name just before he turned pro. I do know that name. Aaron's saying, is it have not rode or have not ridden? Either or. One or the other. Potato, potato. Velo Boy, this is Rob saying Tour de Langkawi has a lot of potential, but they need better TV coverage. I lived in Malaysia for 5 years and was shocked by the poor quality of the TV camera work. Yeah, dude, I'll cover that race. I will cover that race. Dave, first 4 riders, 2 from Decathlon, 1 from Ineos. Riccatello the winner, Aurel Peripontre. Yeah, Peripontre, I love that name. Aaron saying, seems like with drone tech, any race anywhere in the world could have good TV coverage. Dudes, have you seen the drone coverage at CX Racing? It's flying right down the course with them, chasing them. The coverage is so fantastic. Probably also because the courses are quite small. They can probably get the drones back quick, give them a quick charge. They're not chasing in cars behind the race. But yeah, you got to think it's doable. I mean, I'm sure drones now have more than 5-minute batteries. And if they don't, well, I know they do, just bring a lot of batteries. Rob saying the same goes for races here in Japan. Fixed cameras and cameras on motorbikes that only seem to follow the back. Yeah, I know. They follow too close, they up front, they get screamed at. Berezin finished his career with U.S. Postal and Lance Peripentre. Yeah, that dude, him and his brother. Valentin and Aurelien Peripentre. Dude, I still don't know what stage it is at Riccatello 1. Dude, I gotta find out. We're gonna go with the start list. And we'll go to Decathlon. Riccatello. What did I miss? Oh, Tour de Provence, right there. Guys, yeah, I missed that one. That one was on Flow Bikes too. But Colin's brain was in a meltdown mode, so he didn't cover it. He just gets up and drinks lots of coffee and starves himself these days. So I got to start eating, guys. I've had heartburn so bad, and I'm like, oh, dude, it's because you drink at least a pot of coffee every day, and you've been eating like a 16-year-old girl. You know, just tiny bits of food. Maybe that's not a good analogy. Okay, dudes, just looking at the course here now, trying to figure some stuff out here. Stefan Kuhn, yeah, he's flying along pretty good, guys. Paul Magny on course 2. Tom Scoins is out there. Jordan Labrosse is coming to the finish right now. Still the same times at the finish. Kung, sorry. Yeah, that's right. Kung's going to jump up there into the top 10. Let's just hang out here for guys. Is that Carlos Verona? Is that Lidl Trek there? Let me have a quick look. I think that's Verona there. Yeah, it is. It's Carlos Verona. Not a time trialist. Sitting 70th place overall for Lidl Trek right now at the Algarve. Okay, let's see the video. I don't care about the boat marina. Okay, Julian Alaphilippe. Oh, Timon Aaronsman here. That's the Ineos Grenadier rider. Brandon McNulty, Maximin Schachman, Florian Leipowitz, 4th, I think, at the Tour de France last year. They're all coming, guys. They are all coming. Yes, CX race drone coverage reminds me of Star Wars Return of... Yeah, dude, totally, Rob. Totally. You know, flying through the forest with the Ewoks. Yeah, dude, they're so good at it. Drone shots at CX races was fantastic. That's from Whitley Bay, LMF 25. Dave saying the UAE Tour has at least one rider in the peloton. Great inside the race shots. Yeah, dude, you're right. The backwards camera look. I've seen that at the UAE Tour. Who is heading out now? Looks like I can't tell if that's I think it's an Alpecin rider. They start right in the marina, guys. They start right at sea level. Crank that bike. Let's go, dude. Let's go. I have no idea who this even is right now. Oh, that was him finishing. So that was a rider actually finishing there. They're just showing highlights. Yeah, a lot of Spaceball helmets going on here. The Team Visma Lisa bike kind of goofball helmets. Okay, lots of reading here, guys. The onboard cameras are great too. Snow in Provence. Cool pics from Montagne de Loure. Dude, I have to watch that. I'm going to go back and watch that stage on Flow Bikes. That's the beauty of Flow Bikes. Here's Ganna going out. They showed him earlier. Dude, on Flow Bikes, you can go back 5-6 years and watch the old races. And that's what I do a lot. I did that all this winter for the CX races because I don't know them that well. So I would go back and watch all of them over the past few years to make sure if the course is on. Looks like Colby Simmons is on course right now. Yeah, he's out there right now. Yeah, Eddie's saying the race under government have better organizers but poor camera quality. They need me as a commentator too, guys. Tour de Langkawi, right here. I'm very cheap. Real cheap. Super cheap. Red Bull going to be in full panic mode if Filippo can not get in the top 10 overall. Yeah, I mean, God, Red Bull is so strong right now. So strong. We got to see Remco make a little bit of a comeback from yesterday. The Vendée race looks like it's only French teams. Dude, I bet you it's like a 2-point... Well, I don't know. Is it a stage race or just a one-day? It's probably like a 0.2 race. So like fourth rung. Watching Kung right now. Kung's coming to the finish right now, guys. It's kind of a downhill finish here. He's already at 21:20. And Ghana's total time was 21:53. So he's got 30 seconds to get to the finish line. With 1 kilometer to go, it ain't going to happen, folks. It's not going to happen. He's going to finish a good 10, 15, 20 seconds behind Ghana at the rate he's traveling. Kung's moving good, though. Okay, it's showing here at the finish already. So we do have Kung 27 seconds down. So obviously, we've got some delay here. Unless I've got it set up delayed. Yeah, I do, guys. Sorry, that was my mistake. I was on a slight video delay myself over on Flowbikes. I probably backed it up. So Stefan Kung, 27 seconds down on Ghana. At this point, looks like Ghana is probably going to sit in that hot seat for a little bit. That's right. Eddie's saying last year at Langkawi, they couldn't even see the last bit of the race because it's in that there's areas up there where the roads are all private. They can run the race on them, but people can't get to it. All the talk about racing upgrade to World Tour makes me miss the Tour de Pont. I remember that one. The Tour of Georgia, yes. The Tour of Gila. Dude, the Tour of California should come back. The Tour of California should come back, and I've seen people talking about it. That easily could have been a World Tour race. Like, how does the U.S. not have a World Tour race? How? Ms. Ross was shocked by how much contact there was in the peloton at full speed. From Dave. The Coors Classic, the Philadelphia race. Yeah, I do know that one. Oh yeah, that's right, dude. Like when you see those cameras, like there's so much contact going on. Guys pushing each other, guys talking to each other, yelling at each other. Eddie's saying something about the cameramans calling the cameraman amateur because they live like in a cave or something. Right. Rob, the Vendée race is probably a Coupe de France race. Yeah, dude, it might even be like a national level race, like not even 0.2. Major climbing effort, sprinter surely cried upon seeing the route. That's from Aaron. And Dave saying, Filippo throwing the gauntlet down. Not at my best, but don't forget how I... Yeah, dude, exactly. I like that too. I like what you said there, Dave. Ghana's not his best anymore, but he still knows how to go fast on any given day. Max Poole looks like he's having a good ride here too, folks. Picnic Post NL rider. Let's take a look at him. Just seen some video footage as he's passing the rider that just passed him. I think caught the rider. Yeah, here he is here. He just passed... They got the wrong name on this dude. Max is up the road already. Not really a time trialist. Climber / GC rider, but looking good right now. Caught the guy ahead of him. Oh, dude. Yeah, he won the Tour of Langkawi in 2024. Wasn't that a coinky-dink, guys? Max Poole won the Tour of Langkawi back in 2024. Yeah. Riding for Picnic Post NL here. Okay, so what else? Oh, dudes, yesterday my fun was I replaced all of the LED lights in my basement. I had 12 lights to replace, like recessed lighting. Dude, the old ones were so crappy. So crappy. They had like a full bulb with a metal thing and a box on top. And then when I took them down, you disconnect them, there's like a full heat shield in there. Why? Because they get hot. Those old LED bulbs were very hot. Not like an incandescent. I bought these ones off Amazon. Man, they're flush mounted. You just hook up the little box and away you go. First one took me an hour. The rest were like 5 minutes apiece once I figured out what I was doing. Eddie's saying they even called the camera like a 5-year-old because he missed the sprint at the finish of stage 1. Yeah, Aaron, 51.2 still seems pretty decent to me. Yeah, exactly, dude. That is smoking fast. 51.2k an hour for Filippo, 50.9 for Jakob. Stefan Kung at 50.6. Carlos Verona. Where's Carlos Verona? Ooh, 3 minutes and 22 seconds down. There goes your GC out the window right there, guys. Ruben Fernandez comes through 2 minutes and 57 seconds down. GC, gonzo. For all those guys, if you can't time trial at these events, guys, you're just going to get slaughtered. Interesting action here coming up, like to the timing point. There's 3 riders. Max Poole. So Max Poole passed the Soudal rider Bellmans here. I think that's who that is. Looks like the right jersey to me. No. Leonard Bellmans for Alpecin Premier Tech. Ooh. So this guy was Alpecin Deceuninck Conti team developments, and now he's on the big team World Tour. Doesn't have a lot of results showing up on PCS yet. Just got passed by Max Poole. 42 to start, guys. Next to start, Leonard Kamna. This guy's a time trialist from what I remember. A little bit. Bigger rider, so he can time trial. We've got Eddie Plankert coming, Jan Tratnik. Some bigger names coming soon, guys. Just having a good browse through this. Got the helicopter out watching the race right now over here on Flow Bikes. So this is the TT. I'm going to get that screen blown up totally. Eddie's saying people here can be savage if silly stuff like camera angles not going well. Could any of us in the chat go 51.2 on a straight row for 3 minutes? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Dave's saying the cameraman. We've got another pass going here. This is Max Poole passing another rider. So that looks like it's the very middle of the screen. They're just past the timing points. Max Poole passes another rider. And I got to get his name figured out there. So Max Poole having a really nice ride. So he's made up 2 minutes already on the riders in front of him. Where is the checkpoint? So this... Okay, so they've already been through the checkpoint. Where's Max Poole's time? Let's see if we can refresh this. Maybe he's not there yet. Should have seen it by now. Got a Lido Trek rider sitting in the start chute. That's Leonard Kamna. Dave's saying the cameramen at these bike races are athletes too. Try getting a good video or picture while riding a bus, let alone sitting on the back. Yeah, hanging off the back of them. Aaron, Verona had to catch Romeo. Kiss Juliet. Cost him 3 minutes. Yeah, dude, he lost him big time there. Okay, there's Max Poole going through the intermediate, but yeah, he's fast. He's 4th overall, 28 seconds down. So here's Max Poole, 4th overall, but 28 seconds down to Filippo Ganna. That's how good Ganna did today, guys. Max Poole has passed 2 riders that started ahead of him, and is still 28 seconds down on Ganna. Rob, if you want to upgrade an event, though, you have to hire the pro cameramen and pro commentators. Tour of Langkawi, call me over. Actually, I'll do it right from here. I'll do it right from here. I'll do. So, hey, Eddie, is there an English broadcast of the Tour of Langkawi right now? I don't even know. And I mean a good one. Like, we're talking inside cycling world level of goodness. Aaron here, I wish there were races that had teams at podium, not just the single rider to emphasize importance of a team. Yeah, dude, that's a good idea. Bring the team up for the podium. They probably don't want to. They probably want to hide in the back. Rob saying the Tour of Japan has had consistently poor camera work for years, and it's not like they don't have the money or the tech. Yeah, dude, exactly. Exactly. Marco Frigo out on course now. Italian rider. Does he ride for NSN? I think he rides for NSN. That's what it looks like. His jersey looks a little bit different. Marco Frigo rides for NSN. Pretty decent time trialist. You know, nothing crazy, but no time trial results here to speak of. Bunch of two second stages at the Volta. Third at the stage at the Giro. Third at the stage of the Volta. So pretty close. Pretty close. Yeah, so, yeah, workout today, stream, couple of phone calls I got to make. I got to finish off some paperwork for something I'm working on. Actually, I guess I got a full day coming up. So yeah, my friends who want me to go for supper, I'm probably not going to make it for them. Rob saying the Aussies send a camera group and announcers to Langkawi. I met Robbie McEwen at the finish race one year in qual. Dude, I love Robbie McEwen. Love him. He's got a fantastic book. I love his commentary style. Props to Robbie McEwen. He's great. Fantastic sprinter too. Yeah, so you can see here Poole passed Bellmans and Carvalho. That's who Poole's passed. Andre Carvalho was 3 minutes and 27 seconds down at the intermediate. Bellmans was 1 minute 48 down. So he caught Bellmans first, then picked up Carvalho. Won't catch anyone else unless Tavares ahead of him just completely explodes. Okay. Now they're starting to talk about the big names, guys. We've got 37 riders left to start. Liam Slock, Eddie Plankert, Axe Molinar for Kyle Ruel, Jan Tratnik, David De La Cruz, Dylan Van Barl, who can run a bit of a time trial. He is 33 years old. Kind of got that time trial build. Tall dude. Let's see how he does today. Going to be very interesting. So this is stage 3. You could really set yourself up well in the GC here. Stage 4 looks like it's going to be a sprint stage, but could be breakaways. Stage 5, I forget. So you want to start setting yourself up here. Eddie's saying, yes, there are English broadcasting in 2023. I think an English guy who used to live in Malaysia with a former racer who raced here. And 24 and 25 commentary are local guys with a former local racer. Okay. Eddie's saying there's 2 live streams, Malaysian language, and there actually is already an English language. So guys, I may not need to do that one. You guys let me know if I should do Langkawi this year. I'm positive it's all on Flow Bikes. I could probably check that out right away. Dudes, I am going to grab a quick nature break here because I don't think I can make it another hour, so I'll be right back. Keep the chat going, bros. And dudes, told you, a quick nature break. I'm about as quick as one of these pro cyclists. Although I actually go to the bathroom and just take a whiz on the side of the road. I'm not like that. The most frustrating for live streams in YouTube is same ads for multiple times, at least 3 to 5 times in both languages. Aaron saying, check out the Langkawi profiles and make sure to cover the ones with lots of climbing. Agree on the ads, especially when Christy Noem and DHS spend money for propaganda. Yeah, dudes. I don't even know, and for me, I don't even know what shows up on YouTube, guys. Like, I don't know what kind of ads you're forced to sit through. But dudes, just so you know, those ads that you're forced to sit through, that's the only support I have for my channel. That's what keeps my channel going. And it's very, very little right now. I always tell people, like right now, dudes, with the views, You probably pump gas for 10 hours and make more money than I am in a month right now. But dudes, I told you I'm a grinder. It gets way better during the bigger races, like way better. Even some of my cyclocross races, I was getting 5,000, 10,000 views, which is not great. It'll be better than today, though. Tour de France views, I probably last year averaged, I don't know, I'm going to say 40,000 views per video. I think the best was 85,000. The very first day, like I was talking about, again, calling flashbacks. So Metallica still ringing in my ears. First day this Saturday. Joey Jojo, why don't you try it like this, Colin? Again, Joey Jojo, thank you for making me do this. You're smart. Yeah, dude, that first video. So, dudes, when I shut down, I basically shut down OBS first, because that'll shut the stream down. And then I go to YouTube up top and I end the stream even though it's already shut down. Max Poole coming to the finish, guys. Nice ride for him here. Let's just see here what Max Poole is going to get. Yeah, nice finish for Max Poole here. He's coming to the finish line right now. And again, I am live now. I'm not on that delayed feed anymore. Looks like he's going to get third place right now. Just might be bumped to fourth. He's bumped to fourth. He might not even get Hubart's. Very close. Sixth place. Sixth place. For Max Poole coming through there. 1 minute down. Hubart's finishing just under 2 seconds ahead of him. So very, very close, these three riders here. Throw Ivo Oliver in as well. Yeah, so dudes, I've mentioned in another video. I hit end stream, and then it gives me my YouTube results. I had 33,000 views of my first video I ever did this style. And I was like, yes, dude. So pumped. I remember I went running upstairs to tell Joey Jojo. She might have actually... Nah, she wouldn't have seen that. Only I could see that because I control the YouTube studio. She would have seen all the people in the chat. I think I had like 300 concurrent viewers. Dude, it was so... Yeah, it just totally pumped me up, dudes. Seeing all those people there enjoying it. So let's just watch these names go by until we see the big names show up. Yeah, I wonder if Colin just does the nature break at home, just like the pros and the hey. Yeah, dude, I just run outside the room and just go. Okay, Eddie's saying the ads is from the sponsor. Who's calling me here? I have no idea who a 226 number. Where's area code 226, guys? Does anyone know in North America? Area code 226. That's weird. Oh, Aaron, if it comes down to the Tom Dumoulin situation, I'm sure he is more discreet. Oh, yeah, dude, that was the greatest ever. Tom Dumoulin in the pink jersey, leading the Giro d'Italia, has to take a big dump on the side of the road, right beside a sign. Dude, I remember that so well. And, dude, the best part, just gets back on the bike. Just get right back on. Could you imagine the disaster at the end? He'd be like, I do not want to win this stage because if I do, they're going to make me stand on the stage. No, they would just, at the finish line, wrap him in a bunch of towels, air freshener spraying all around him as he's walking past people. Like, that would be a nightmare. Aaron said, I wonder if pros put nature breaks in public as a pro or a con or being a pro cyclist. This has to be the only sport with such a culture. Yeah, dude, I know they can get in trouble. There were some riders, I think, last year who got in trouble because they kind of peed in kind of like a dead spot, but it was right in a town. Like, it was like kind of a wooded area, and the organizers did not like that at all. At all. So let's see who's just started. Okay, next to start, David de la Cruz. Yeah, Dylan Van Baarle starts in just over 30 seconds. Groschartner is going to be going out. Antonio Morgado. Let's take a look at this dude, guys. Had a really nice start to the season here. He's 22 years old, Portuguese, on his home course here. Rides for UAE. First place at Trofeo Calvia. Second place at Tramontana. Fourth at Polenka. First at the Figueroa Champions Classic. Had a really good start to the year. So he counts for 2 of UAE's wins already this year. UAE will be flying again, guys. Fabio Christian coming out in a little bit here. Let's see all of them. Julian Alaphilippe goes out in just under 11 minutes. Tymon Aaronsman, this dude. You guys remember this guy at the Tour de France last year? He won 2 stages at the Tour de France last year. Stage 19, up to La Plana. That was the super shortened stage. Remember they shortened it because there was some kind of, I think, cow virus up in the mountains there, and they shorted it from, I think they went from about 137 Ks. It was a big mountain day. They chopped it down to 93 Ks. He also won, Pau to Luchon Super Banières. I think that's where they were chasing him down at the finish. Let's have a look. Yeah, Taddy was coming, but still finished 108 down with Jonas 4 seconds behind him. Felix Gall, Lipowitz, Oscar only. Guys, Florian and Oscar are here at this race. Felix Gall is not. He's at the UAE Tour. So we're going to see, Lipowitz being out here only. What's Ben Healy up to? Ben Healy's first race of the year. Wow, look at that. He raced October the 11th at Il Lombardia. Did not finish. His first race is coming up a week away. Fawn Ardèche Classic. I wonder if that's one I can see. I'll have to take a look at that, dudes. So Tymon Aaronsman's coming up. Has a pretty decent time trial on him. He's not going to be Ghana, but he might be motivated that his teammate's in first place. Leonard Kamna only went through 30 seconds down at the intermediates, so pretty strong, 6th place overall. Here's right here, 30.1 seconds down on Ghana. Darren Rafferty's starting for EF Education right now. Is that what they're still called, EF Education? I probably just destroyed that. Let's get the EF Education Easy Post. Okay, jumping back. How are the girls? Avery and Addison, after getting back to minus 25 after the... Dude, yeah, it was like 25, 26 degrees every day there. Dudes, I had supper with the girls on Tuesday night. Dudes, just so you know, it's too late now. You can't even say it. You can't say it now. You can't say it now. It was my birthday on Tuesday. February 17th. I told you guys it was the greatest day of the year. I talked about it a couple weeks back. So yeah, I met the girls for supper. We had a great time together. We met at the casino. And just like dad-daughter stuff, right? And we had a really good talk. Probably sat there for like 2 hours eating supper. I was there 2 hours before them having ciders by myself. Because I was. And then we went and played some slots. Avery lost all her money, which was my money. And Addison won money. I think Addison more than doubled her money. And she wanted to give it all back to me. And I said, no, keep it. So I guess they got some groceries out of that and said, come on over for supper. Rob saying, oopsie, so I missed that part. I missed something there. Aaron Smith, how much time will Juan Felipe Rodriguez lose today with that frame? Dude, what team is Juan Felipe Rodriguez on? Because right now, I don't know. I'm looking. Right here, Juan Felipe Rodriguez, EF Education rider. This dude looks tiny to me. Colombian, 22 years old. They actually don't give his height. He has 2 TT points. Let's just say a lot, where he's going to lose a lot of time. I'm going with that. So I imagine you're saying with his frame, he's a tiny dude or something. Okay. Aaron's saying it was not Super Beignets that had the couch. That one was in the Alps. Okay, that's right. It was in the Alps. Pau Super Beignets in the Pyrenees. Aaron's been won 2 stages. That's right. Max Poole was supposed to defend his jersey last year at Tour Langkawi, but he got injured. Kumbawumba? Dude, what's Kumbawumba? I need to know what that is. He's a cider man. Dude, I love cider. So yeah, they had Strongbow there. Dude, I don't like Strongbow. It's so dry. I mean, I drink it. Trust me. I would take a cider over a beer. I do have a sweet tooth, guys. That's why I like cider. They had Strongbow. They had a nice mango one on tap. And I'm like, mango? That just sounds so too sweet. They gave me a taste. And I'm like, this is perfect. So yeah, I was on the ciders. It's either rum and Coke or cider. That's what I like. Dave, I was still recovering from Family Day weekend calling. Plus never needs a special day to wish you well. Thanks, Dave. Yeah, dude. Birthdays, they come and go. Nice to hang out with the girls on that day. Find out what they're doing in their lives. Avery is the 25-year-old. Her birthday is May 3rd. Addison's birthday is March 9th coming up. I got to get her something really special. Addison turns 21. 21, guys. And if you don't know me and you're brand new here, Dawn's giving me the late happy birthday. Thanks, Dawn. I've known Addison since she was 5 years old. So Avery and Addison are not my daughters. Avery and Addison both have their own dads. So Joey had 2 marriages before me, but I've raised them. So I always say, I'm your fake dad, but you're my real daughters. I don't have any kids besides those 2 girls. Chumbawamba. Okay, I remember that. I do remember that. Chumbawamba was the band that did a 90s song about getting pissed in the bar. Yeah, I get na, but I get up again. Na, na. That song? Something like that? Dave saying, remember to like, share, tell your friends, tell strangers, tell everyone. Yeah, dude, there's been lots of people that have came and said, yeah, so-and-so told me about your channel. So-and-so told me. I had someone come into my Inside Cycling World Discord. I'm just like, did you find me through the Team GRC Discord? They're like, no, someone on the internet told me to find you here. I'm like, okay. And I've seen names there. I don't even know who they are. There's a sub-channel on the Discord called Pro Racing. And someone's been popping in, talking a lot about pro racing. And I'm like, I don't know who this dude is. Don't know who it is. Knows a lot about racing, though. Oh, Dave's saying last weekend I heard Closing Time far too many times. Closing Time. Yeah, that song. Yeah, you got the vibe. Oh, dude, I should get some ciders going tonight. Actually, possibly tomorrow night, guys. Possibly tomorrow night. Got to be careful, though, because I got to drive all the way home from that little concert. So I will be the lone driver. You see a lot of Asian Conti teams to compete at the Tour Langkawi. Not the Leonard Cohen version of Closing Time. Okay, dude, I don't even know that one. Do not know it. I only know the modern one. Looks like Atruba and Dominguez are overlapping each other right now. Asburin and Miles are very close together. Dela Cruz and Batistella, very close together. Dylan Van Barle moving right now. Gross Sharpner's on course. Artem Nick is out there as well. I probably didn't say that name right. Let's take a look at this. Hottest time trials for Filippo Ganna. So the temperature. Okay, 27.5. Actually, really not that hot. We get that hot here. And today's race is only 16.8. That's why they're doing that. Because today's race is quite cool. 16.8, I would probably still be in a long sleeve jersey, I think. Colby Simmons through the intermediate. Nope, the finish, 2 minutes down. Ganna sitting in the hot seat, munching on. Looks like he's having a bowl of oatmeal, guys. He is having a bowl of something, a cardboard bowl. All the details here over at Inside Cycling World, guys. You don't get this anywhere else. It's just fascinating. What else do you guys need to know? What else do you need to know? Eddie's saying, especially teams from Indonesia, Thailand, Philippines. Yeah, all good. There's Oceania countries there. What is the concert? Dude, I'm going to see Street Heart tonight. Street Heart is a Canadian band. I think they're out of Manitoba. They do a really, really cool cover of Under My Thumb by the Stones. They have a song called Hollywood. Dude, there's probably like about 8 or 9 songs that are just... Dude, you'd have to have been raised and born in Canada. Street Heart probably never made it outside of Canada. But if you're a Canadian, you'd know. Dave, please chime in. Dave, please chime in. Dave from Toronto, Ontario, Canada will know who Street Heart is. Dave saying at the Art Gallery of Ontario had a great installation about him. Leonard Cohen, far cooler than I ever imagined. Dude, Metallica did some big thing with Leonard Cohen way back when. It's called Lulu. I've never listened to it because I think it's quite weird, I think. But that's all I know. I mean, Metallica loves Leonard Cohen. What is the best drink in minus 25C? If that was outside, you would need at least 20% alcohol to not freeze in 3 minutes. Dude, at 25C, I ain't drinking outside. It's like hot, thick soups, pastas. Dude, I just told my sister yesterday I did a race called the Canadian Challenge, probably in 2001. I slept in my dog sled at about minus 43, minus 44 Celsius. And I had a big thermos of like pasta. Dude, it might have been like almost like Chef Boyardee. It could have been that. Dude, when you're in that kind of weather, you can eat anything they throw at you. Anything. And I went to sleep. I'm kind of like, wow, hope I wake up. But you don't really sleep that deep in that kind of weather. Watching Camna finish now. Cana, I keep saying that wrong. When I see Cana, I think of Remy Cavagna. And I want to kind of combine both their names. Looks like he just finished 6th place at 1 minute down. Let's take a look. Okay, there he is there. That doesn't seem right. Someone just finished 1 minute. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, Leonard Camna at the finish, 59.5 seconds down in 6th place. Had Andre, I would assume, Vondrami come in, Jaco Alula. He kind of snuck into the radar for me. Squeaked his way into 7th place there. Max Poole at 8th. Ivo Oliveira in 9th. Vervene in 10th place. Otruba and Dominguez on top of each other. Plankert and Molinar for Kyle Rural there. Asburin has passed Miles at this point. Looks like Groschartner's powering along pretty good here. There's a big gap between him and Duarte here. Alaphilippe just out on course, guys. Alaphilippe is on course right now. Who am I watching here? There's a rider here decked out in yellow. Kind of strange kit. I'm trying to figure this kit out. It looks like Visma Lisa bike, but just the bibs. They got yellow stripes down the back of the bib shorts. Maybe it's TT gear. Yeah, Alaphilippe's heading out. Kind of a slow start from out of the chute there. What if he's switching his gears on the way out? On course now. Yeah, making athletes sit in a seat for 2 hours seems unnecessary. In downhill, I get it. Yeah, dude, like, he has to just sit there and wait. Dave, I've actually seen them in concert many years ago. Street Heart, amazing in concert. Don't translate well to non-Canadian radio. Dude, exactly. Exactly. Like, look at Rush. Dudes, and a lot of you dudes here, a lot of my bros in the channel, you know how good Rush is. Rush never got probably the commercial success that they should have. Even though they're so good during their time, they were more of just a Canadian band. I'm not saying they didn't go outside of the US, into the US, but they never got... Like, if you look back at Rush now, you're like, man, these are 3 of the greatest musicians of all time. And we were all, like, listening to groups like Kiss and whoever else, Poison or something, or Motley Crue, whereas the Rush guys were, like, just... like such superior musicians, all 3 of them. And they're touring again, guys. Yes, they're touring again. They have a female drummer now who's incredible. I think her name is like Anik or something like that. I think she's German. They're touring North American. I think I need tickets for that. I think they're in Edmonton. They're not in Calgary. Okay, Street Hard. Yeah, I'm seeing them tomorrow. I'm getting Hoth System Tauntaun vibes hearing about sleeping in dog races. What town was it in? Dude, the race went from Prince Albert, Saskatchewan to La Ronge and back. Actually, it didn't come all the way back. So you started in downtown Prince Albert. It was quite the festival. You crossed down onto the river, and you had to carry a passenger, like a charity event passenger, I think for the first 3-4 miles. I lucked out. I got a little kid. I remember the marshal coming over. Dude, set you up with this kid, dude. He weighs like 60 pounds. The kid jumps out of the sled. It was really cool, dude. Just a little kid. I don't know how old he was. This is so long ago. He gave me a little rabbit's foot as a present, so I gave him some dog booties. You've always got extra dog booties jammed everywhere, every pocket. I gave him some dog booties. Thanks, dude. See you later, bro. I don't remember his name. It was him and his dad at the start line, so it was quite the experience for him. But yeah, it was brutally cold that year. The dogs are tough. You still got to watch your dogs, though. Like, not all the dogs are same. Some are very thin-coated. You got to put jackets on them. Booties, you're changing them constantly. Constantly. Yeah, dude, I miss my cycling days. My dog mushing days. I wouldn't do it again. It's very tough. Yves Lampard sitting 10th at the first checkpoint, and looks like he finished outside the top 10. Yeah, at the finish line. Timon Aaronsman next to start. Brandon McNulty, Max Shackman. Dude, here we go. Florian Leipowitz, Thomas Gloag, Yanis Voissard, who got a stage earlier this week. It's coming, guys. It's coming. Ian's here. Saw a Canadian band in Glasgow, the Sheepdogs, Metallica, and Lou Reed. Oh, it's Lou Reed. It's Lou Reed who they did Lulu with. Sorry, guys. I thought Leonard Cohen for some reason. Enjoying the stream. Cheers. I don't know the Sheepdogs. I know Lou Reed. May have been the CNE1 concert. So many great free concerts there back in the day. Dude, we get a lot of good ones at the Calgary Stampede. Like free concerts. I don't get down to the Stampede much anymore. It's so busy now. Time to get the Seha TDF top 5 bet in before this TT. Yeah, Jägermeister is the best cold weather drink straight from a flask. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Now it's rarer to see a non-legend band at the band shell. So probably like the shell where they perform in. I know what you're talking about, Dave. Eddie's saying you will see a racer from this team on breakaways from most of the stages. I think we're talking about Langkawi again. Yeah, Dave. No real U.S. airplay until Tom Sawyer hit. Yeah, that was kind of like their first big commercial. Maybe, I don't know if I want to even call it worldwide hit. But yeah, I know the Americans love Tom Sawyer. And I mean, people, dude, you can go on YouTube today and look Tom Sawyer reactions. People are blown away by it. It's not really their most technical song. It's very... I think that song's pretty easy for them. Go listen to Xanadu, 2112, La Via Strangiato. That's freaking amazing. Dude, I almost swore there. I almost dropped the F-bomb right there because, dude, yeah, that stuff gets me going. So they are touring this year or next year they're coming to Canada. I can't remember. So their last tour, I think, was R40. This is going to be called R50. Neil Peart has been, I always say Peart. I'm not going to fake it. I call him Neil Peart. World's greatest drummer. God, I think he's been gone like, 8 years or something? Maybe longer. I met a dude from Colorado in Cabo, and me and him were total Rush nerds because I'm like, oh my God, here's a guy from the U.S. who loves Rush. And then I remember him messaging me about a week later, dude, Neil's dead. I'm like, what? He died of brain cancer. Don's been listening to Rush since elementary school. Dave, I saw the Sheepdog at the Horse Tavern. Didn't know who they were at the time. Who's the Sheepdog? Is that Canadian? Aaron saying the Swiss Takeout USA in women's curling. Semi. Eddie saying, so since when you like cycling as a sport and why cycling? Dude, I started following cycling in the mid 80s, probably like 1986. Sorry, 85. I was in high school. And Sundays, they would show a little blurb, 5 to 8 minutes long from the Tour de France. Greg LeMond, the Badger, all those dudes. Like 85, I think, right in there. I remember Andy Hampson, Steve Bauer. And then it was just like, all we had back then was the Winning magazine. That's where I followed bicycling. And I rode bikes a lot. I raced track for a couple of seasons when I was probably, I don't know, 18, 19, 20, somewhere in there. Did a lot of road riding. And when I graduated university in 97, I stopped riding altogether, but I still followed the Tour every year. Every race I followed. When I first met Joey, we watched, it was probably the Volta. No, the Giro. It was the Giro every night. We were both working. We'd watch the Giro at night together. And she named her favorite dog of all time, Ryder, after Ryder Hesjedal. Canadian that won the Giro. I think that would be 2012, I think. We were just talking about Ryder yesterday. Ryder was a little dog. He was a cute little guy. Didn't last long enough. I think he made it 9 years. I think he had diabetes really bad. We were on a vacation in Victoria. And I remember Joey's parents, they called me that morning. They said, are you alone? I'm like, yep. Because we were traveling home that day. They said, Ryder's at the vets right now. As soon as you get back from the airport, you need to come straight to the vets. And you know what happened. So I didn't tell Joey all the way home on the flight. I didn't want her to freak out. As soon as we got off the flight, I said, we got to go to Didsbury. She's like, why? I said, because Ryder's there. Actually, I think it was Carstairs. They took him to Carstairs. I said, we got to go. Ryder's at the vets. And of course, she lost her mind. So, yeah, poor Joey. I felt bad for that day, really bad. Thomas Gloag, 10th place rider going next. Yanis Voissard, and then Alessandro Pinarello. Hector Alvarez, this dude came through pretty fast here for Lidl Trek Future Racing. He's 19 years old, dudes. 1.9 meters tall. That's what I'm talking about. TT riders. Big guns. Full-size men. So he would have just came through here. Yeah, he just came through. 23 seconds down. Last guy through. Where is he on screen here? He's chasing Silva. Nick, we're still waiting for his time to come in. Watching Xavier Aspirin finish here. Should be finishing top 10. Yep, he'll be finishing top 10, looks like. 105 down. Yep, he'll finish 10th. 11th. So it just knocks out Casper Askren. The Sheepdogs come from Saskatoon. Dude, I don't know if I've even heard of the Sheepdogs. They sound like a 70s rock band. Dude, Saskatoon, that's the place to be too. I know you Americans and probably even the Brits, that's where Ian's from. Actually, well, I'll say Scottish for Ian. Yeah, you love our Saskatoon. Looks like Brandon McNulty had a mechanical here. Not sure exactly. Maybe we'll get a replay here. I saw the car right with him and give him a quick push. He's already 4 minutes in, so he lost time there already for McNulty. What happened here? Here's the replay. Riding. It looks okay. He's off the gas. He's probably got a flat. He's waiting for a wheel. I'm assuming they're going to do a full bike change. Other riders come in the other direction. Dude, they didn't actually show it. But yeah, poor start for McNulty there. Aaron, Greg LeMond, 7-Eleven team, and inspiration to men. Yeah, dude, that's what all my inspiration was. Riding my bike all the time. Then I took a bunch of time off, but I watched it. And then I remember 2017, Joey Jojo saying, why don't you ride a bike again? Why don't you ride a road bike again? I'm like, good idea, Joey Jojo. Thank you, Joey Jojo, for getting me back on the bike. Eddie saying that so long ago, my parents were still teenagers. Yeah, dude, that's how ancient I am, dude. I hope we get those 7-Eleven throwbacks again. Yeah, I think it was Uno X who rode the 7-Eleven jerseys. Rush, Vapor Trails, Test for Echo. Dude, I love Subdivisions. I love Grace Under Pressure. I like that one album too, Roll the Bones. I think that's way better than people know. Of course, 2112, Moving Pictures. Dude, it's just incredible. Dave, for me, it was ABC's Wild World of Sports, Ram, and the Tour. Dave, we probably watched the same thing, Dave. Like here in Canada, we probably had the exact same coverage. Yeah, the Olympic road race, Steve Bauer versus Alexi Graywall on the streets of LA. Dude, I remember that so well. Steve went on to become like a pretty incredible road racer, yellow jersey at the Tour de France, I think on 2 occasions. Alexi Graywall just didn't have the same success later. Limelight, most underplayed Rush song. Dude, I love Limelight. Love Limelight. Eddie's only been following cycling for 2 years. When the race goes by a city. Dave has a full 7-Eleven kit. Okay, what's going on here now? Dude, I wasn't sure what was going on there. Okay, sorry guys. There's a big 180 here, and Maximilian Schachmann there. That was him having problems, I think. I'm not sure if he knew where the corner was exactly. Okay, Lipowitz is on course. Gloag, Voissard, Max Schachmann, McNulty. Look at this. Aaronsman and Rodriguez on top of each other here. So Aaronsman must be on something special. He started 7 minutes ago. Artem Nick, when he came through, he was almost a minute down. Let's see if anything's changed at the end here. Sometimes riders just sneak in and I'm not really seeing them. The chat's really busy, guys. Thank you so much. Oh, Aaron saying, I wonder how the 84 route compares to the 2028 planned route. Yeah, dude, I wonder if I should go to the Olympics. Dude, we got World Championships in Montreal next year. This year. 2026. I said I was going to be in Montreal for it. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Eddie saying football is always my number one sport. Portage and Maine taking care of business. Yeah, dude. Yeah, the 7-Eleven only comes out on special occasions. Veloboy Rob is saying, for me, it was reading my dad's subscription to Outside Magazine, the bicycle touring magazine for the LAW. Can't remember the name now. I'm not sure what that is. And on TV, it was the 84 Tour de France, the 84 Olympics, and Ram. Dude, I love Ram. Love it. Love that stuff. McNuggets fell in sharp left corner yesterday. Yeah, McNuggets went down yesterday. I didn't know he went down. Velo Boy. Yes, Rob. In 85, I subscribed to Winning Magazine, and in 86, I started. Dude, I had so many Winning Magazines, I got none left. So somewhere along the way, like university moves, previous relationships before Joey Jojo and whatnots, I probably just punted them. And now I'd love to have them all back. Yeah, our 7-Eleven team, yeah, it's like the 7-Eleven store. Red, white, green. The 84 Tour de France route map is on Wikipedia. Yeah, 7-Eleven was a sponsor the first few years, and they rode Huffies. Oh, that's right. They weren't Huffies, but I think they just rebranded them. I think that's the story. Okay, dudes, let's get back into this here. Let's see what's going on. Jarno Widar goes through the intermediate, 2 minutes down. So there was a mechanical for Brandon. Ooh, Groschartner 6th fastest through the intermediate. So here's Groschartner. Now they're saying 8th. They say 6 here, so has he been displaced already? So Poole was over there, Vandrame was over there. Maybe it was Morgado. Morgado's going good, guys. Morgado, 4th fastest, only 21 seconds down. Here's Morgado out on course right now. Flying. Really good ride for him. 22-year-old for UAE. Vauquelin has just started, guys. You can just see him on screen now. Vauquelin has just started. Who's left? Danny Martinez, Matthew Ricca Frickin' Tello. Oscar Only for Ineos Grenadiers. João Almeida for UAE. Paul Sayas for Decathlon. And Juan Ayuso for Lidl Trek. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Getting close to the finish, dudes. Well, we're about half an hour out, guys. We're about half an hour. We still got 11 minutes till Juan starts, 21 minutes to do the ride, 22, 23 minutes, whatever it's going to be. That puts me at, about 9:30 this morning. It's not bad. Not bad at all. I'll take it. So Vauquelin's on course. And, yeah, they are doing 2 minute gaps here, guys. 2 minute gaps. Man, I need another coffee. Joey Jojo. I think it was one time during the Tour de France, you saw Joey Jojo bring me a coffee. She handed it to me. I was like, oh, thank you. I think I was complaining about my coffee being cold, so she brought mine. Hey, Joey, if you're watching, can you bring me coffee? How do you feel about that? Please? No, not going to happen today. Dude, it's the same store. 7-Eleven stores that you have in convenience stores, it's the same store. All over North America. Yeah, 7-Eleven. I love it. Grew up with 7-Eleven. Aaron saying the 7-Eleven team members were the rebels and cowboys of the peloton trying to break into the Euro Pros. Yeah. Yeah, dude, I remember them so well. Like, I think Chris Carmichael, Davis Finney, Jeff Pierce, Ron Kiefel. Yeah, Ron Kiefel. I remember him. I just saw a picture of him lately. Ron Kiefel. Sorry, guys. My eyes are killing me here. Dave saying, I wonder how much bait and switch bikes have been used in the peloton over the years. Festina rode light speeds. Yeah, they just rebrand them. Yanis Vossard here, out of the saddle, cranking. He is second at the GC Switch National Championships 2023. 2025, he was third at the Swiss National Championships. He's ninth in the GC right now, 39 seconds down. And here goes Danny Martinez for Bora. Where was Danny Martinez before this, guys? Danny Martinez, okay, he's already started. Am I thinking Ineos? Okay, I just don't see it. I'm looking for his name somewhere. I don't see it because he's already started now. Riccatello's going on next. 1 minute to go for Riccatello. Yeah, we'll catch him soon. Danny Martinez, where was he before? .7-Eleven is now a global brand, but it started in North America. Bob Roll was on the team too. Remember Eric Heiden? 5-time gold Olympic medalist in speed skating and never really became a good cyclist. I think I remember he was at the Tour de France and he crashed really bad. And that was kind of the end for him. I mean, speed skating's fast. It's very fast. I was watching it yesterday. But descents on a road bike at 100k an hour, 110, 120k an hour, that's a totally different beast. There's not really a lot of sliding. It's just a lot of cheese gratering on your body. Was Tomac on 7-Eleven? There was, or maybe still is, a 7-Eleven team in Japan too. Different ownership in different countries though, I think. Yeah, probably. Probably owned by a major owner in each country, like all subsidiaries under. Trying to see if there's any more fast times going through. Looks like Alaphilippe went through 49 seconds down. That's good for 24th place. Grossschartner did go through in 6th place. That's at the finish. There it is. Grossschartner is 6th place at the finish. 59.039 seconds down. Ganna's just sitting there eating cardboard bowls full of oatmeal and whatnot. Riccatello starts, and he is in Super Spaceballs helmet, guys. What a ridiculous helmet. So ridiculous. Who remembers Johnny T as a road rider? Dude, I do remember him. He wrote John Tomac Road for a bit. Does anyone remember Merlin bike work frames? I remember Merlin. Do you remember Merlin? Rob remembers Tomac. Tomac's a legend. Dave's saying to Aaron, it's still the pinnacle of titanium frame sets, is the Merlin bike. Oh, Rob's saying he was in Winning Magazine as a mountain biker, then ended up riding the Giro d'Italia one year. Wow. Dude, I don't think I would have even known that. At least one season, Johnny T was a huge rebel. Yeah, Aaron, I remember when carbon fiber and titanium were getting popular, and Merlin was the titanium brand. Dude, I totally remember that frame. I think someone I knew had one. Oscar Only is heading out right away, guys. He's just departed. Danny Martinez is 4th at the Colombian National Time Trial Championships. Won the Volta Algarve in 2023. And also had a really good appearance at the Giro d'Italia 2 years ago. So Only's gone. Almeida's next. Less than 2 minutes to go, guys. So everyone's going to be gone in 5 minutes. Here's Only on screen here. Let's have a look at the top. Who's coming through next? Shackman and McNulty are quite close together here. That might be because of McNulty's mechanical. Lipowitz, like he's holding his own. Rodriguez looks okay. Earnsman looks okay. All these gaps are roughly the same, except between Alaphilippe and Christian here. So either Christian's on a hot one. Let's just see if I can find his name. I actually don't see it. Sounds like the dogs are up. Sounds like Joey Jojo's upstairs. Joey Jojo, are you going to go to work today? Guys, Joey Jojo's not very good at getting herself to the office. She works remote a lot. She'll tell me, I have to go today. I have to go no matter what. Make sure I go. Doesn't go. I don't even bother anymore. You're on your own, lady. Dave's saying he could be the true originator of the gravel bike. Yeah, dude. With drop bars. Yeah, dude, he probably is. He took a mountain bike frame and slapped on drop bars on it and raced that. That's the original gravel bike right there. Danny Martinez looking quite good here right now, guys. Okay, Morgado. Morgado has moved into sixth place at the finish. Nice. Bounces Grossschartner and Hoob Arts back into 7th and 8th. So Morgado really strong. 55 seconds down on Ganna. Ganna just was dialed in today, guys. Dialed in. Tomac raced from 89 to 91. The road was 7-Eleven and Motorola, according to Wikipedia. Yeah, it's a really hard turnaround. The way the median sticks out, it kind of stops them from turning it really quick. The median's got this weird shape that kind of comes out into this long, elongated thing. I don't know why they built it that way. Probably to direct the traffic better. Rally have built everywhere, but are originally from England. That's right, Rally is from England. Yeah. Okay, guys, we've only got a couple of riders start. João Almeida. João Almeida is in the start chute, so this is slightly delayed. We still have Paul Seja and Juana Yusa to go, guys. Big guns are coming now. The GC contenders are in the mix, guys. Riccatello looks like he's doing pretty decent here with this gap between Martinez and Only. João Almeida, you can see him on screen now. Vauquelin just up the road. Looks like he's catching Pinarello. Voissard doing fine. Gloag doing fine. Huge gap between Gloag and Lipowitz. Let's take a look at what's going on there. Lipowitz went through, and that's why. Florian Lipowitz went through the intermediate at 21 seconds down. So Florian's having a way better ride than Gloag is. We're going to look for Gloag's time coming through. Yeah, see, there it is, guys. Lipowitz came through 21 seconds down on Ghana. Gloag came through 1 minute 11 seconds down. That's why you see that gap opening. And Lipowitz is just flying here. Flying. McNulty went through at 117 down. Mechanical, so, you got to give him something back. Shackman went through only 36 seconds through the intermediate. Ahrensman, I'm looking for him. Where is Ahrensman? I don't see his time here. You would think it would be here because he's right. There it is. Time and Ahrensman. Woo! Juice. Look at this here, dudes. Time and Ahrensman went through the intermediate only 8 seconds down. Wow. Third overall. Lots of craziness upstairs. Hopefully we don't hear any screaming. We might. I keep telling Joey Jojo, the mic is very sensitive, Joey Jojo. Ghana, Soderquist, who's finishing here? This is Jarno Vidar. He is, 3 minutes and 50 seconds down, so not a time trialist. Stefan Kung, Hector Alvarez, Johan Price Peterson, Morgado, Arts, Groschartner, Kamna, Vendrami. Eddie's saying, if team win team time trials, are all cyclists involved get UCI points or only the team get UCI points? Dude, good question. It might be just a team standing for the UCI points there. Yeah, I think it's just team. Then Tomac went back to mountain biking after doing on the road. Yeah, he went back to his roots. Oh, yeah, Aaron says here, breakfast at champions, Oreo cookies coming out for the end of the TT. Dude, I need something really bad here. Yesterday's eating was terrible around here. With the cold, I think I had leftover pizza for lunch, and then I had a peanut butter and jam sandwich for supper. That's it. Oh, and I found a half-eaten bag of pretzels that Joey didn't finish. She had full Nutella. She dips her pretzels in Nutella. Low calorie diet. So I had a few of those. We got to get some groceries here. I don't think we've gotten groceries since she came back from Cabo. That was February 8th. So we're wiped out. Nothing left in the house. So Joey, put a grocery order in. I'll go get it. Dude, I think there's a lot of riders. Dude, Eddie, there's lots of road riders that will race cyclocross. Poor Filippo Ganna. He's sitting in a room right now. He's got a toucan. He's got his jacket zipped right up. And we're not talking a riding jacket. We're talking like an extra fleece jacket or something. So they got him in a frozen box sitting there for 2 hours. McNugget should probably be competitive for this. Yeah, dude, he had the mechanical at the beginning, so he's going to be, I think, pretty slow with that mechanical. So unfortunate for McNuggets. Vauquelin's just coming up to the timing point now. Yeah, and look, guys, look. Ayuso is out. Seja, Almeida. Look at the gaps. You just watch the gaps all the way. Then you're going to tell who's on and who's off. Lipowitz is on. We're going to be watching for Lipowitz at the finish. So you can see here I thought he was 8 seconds down. Oh, it's Timon Ahrensman that was 8 seconds down. So look at that, guys. Timon Ahrensman does hit the finish line, but he lost time. He lost 14 seconds in the last half of the race. He's into third place, though, 22 seconds down on Ghana. So Filippo's pretty glad that his teammate didn't beat him, I guess. Juan Ayuso could be a monster after all the character assassination when he left UAE. You're right about that, Dave. Eddie, which rider right now should leave their team to become the leader? GC and a new team. Dude, there's some teams that are pretty stacked with GC leaders, but I guess they'll sort themselves out. Ineos has Oscar only, and why did my brain just stop there? Vauquelin. Maybe only's better than Vauquelin now, because Vauquelin was fading at the Tour de France last year. Take a look at Red Bull. They got Remco and Florian Leibowitz and who else? There's another really big name there right now. I'm like, wow, there's too many leaders on this team. So, right here at the Tour de France, pretty good. Oscar only got a 7th place at the Tour de France last year. Yeah. So, Oscar can time trial. And we'll just have a quick gander here what's going on. Okay, let me catch up with the chat. My video is totally stalled out here, guys. This will be the World Tour feed, just doing a bad job here. We're stalled out on Wanayusa right now, going into a corner. Hopefully it doesn't crash there. Max Schachman finished, guys, 106 down. He's in 15th place overall. Leibowitz should have a good time. Not as good as Ahrensman's, but it's going to be good for his GC contention here. How great would a Pop-Tart sponsor team could be? Oh, dude, that would be the best of all time. Pop-Tarts, send me some. I got none here right now. I would eat them. Just eat those babies up. Frosted Flakes with warm Molson Golden and cold pizza is the true breakfast of champions. Curlers, hockey players, Tim Hortons staff. Yeah, dude, you're right. Pop-Tarts does a CFB bowl game and the marketing is lit. What's the CFB? College football. Okay, college football game. Dude, I like it. Oh, Del Toro, yeah. UAE has so much talent right now. Del Toro, this Morgado dude that's coming up. Pablo Torres, besides Poggi, besides everyone else, besides Almeida, besides everyone else again. So they have given 6th place to Florian Leibowitz here at the finish, guys. He went through intermediate at 8th and picked up time on the other riders. He's still 41 seconds down, though, on Ghana. Like, that's huge. Huge. 10 after 9. Yeah, half of the riders under contract are UAE. Yeah, they could be on new teams. Yeah, basically the riders have the potential, but become a passer. Yeah, they become support riders. There's too many chefs in the kitchen. Too many cooks in the kitchen. Here's Leibowitz finishing for Bora. Red Bull. I know people don't like me to say Bora for some. No, they don't like me to say Red Bull. I don't know why. Sprinters and Classics. Okay, that's from Dave. Rob, well, it's after 1 a.m. here. The Vendée race just finished. Good night, you all. Hey, dude, Rob, thanks for joining us. Rob from Osaka, I think it is. Rob, hope to see you again tomorrow. Thanks, dude. Thanks for finding us. Watching Paul Saya now. Okay, he is just over 5 kilometers into his effort here. It looks like Almeida's got a good run here too, guys. I would say Almeida's pulling away from Seha right now. And I think only might be just catching Riccatello a little bit. Riccatello looks like he's fading a bit from Martinez. Martinez, Vauquelin looks about pretty good. Vauquelin is catching this Pinarello dude. Let's take a look at the intermediate. So we should have Vauquelin's. I didn't see it go through. Vauquelin, nice. 13 seconds down at the intermediate. So nice ride for Kevin Vauquelin here. That's pretty decent for him. Vauquelin is top 10 in the GC right now. Let's take a look at the actual GC. So Vauquelin is 7th overall in the GC right now, 39 seconds down. Then it's Danny Martinez at 32, Riccatello at 16, only at 14 seconds, Zhao at 7 seconds, Paul Saya and Juan Ayuso on same time. So something's changing today, guys. There's going to be, well, we'll see. Right now, I would say Ayuso, just from what I'm watching right now, is having a better time trial than Seha. We won't know until we hit the timing points. Dave's saying, damn, I'm sitting so long, my butt is sweating. Going to be a long, short work day. Aaron, yes, if UAE was broken up and the riders went to other teams, every team would improve. The issue is the money. Yeah, they just, dude, they have so much money. They can just buy all the talent. Yeah, they are too powerful, dude. They're way too powerful. The teams need to be balanced a bit more. This is what happens when you don't really have a salary cap. And maybe there is a salary cap, but cycling can't get enough support to match what UAE is doing all the time. UAE and Visma, I think, we're both around, and it's not that high. I think they're both around 60 or 70 million euros per year. I think that's what they're on. Then you have like The Dodgers and the Yankees probably at $500 million. Well, 400 million, something like that. Money make the world go round. And speaking of the Dodgers, I'm going to make sure when I'm in LA, yeah, we got to talk about that. We got to talk about that, you upstairs, to go see a Dodgers game. We will be in the area. If they're playing there, then that's always the hard thing to figure out. I guess there's also the Angels down the road. Go see them. That was my first MLB game. I saw the Angels versus Seattle. Way back in 2018, man. That was our family trip to Disneyland. I'd never been with the girls before. When I first met the girls, they were little girls. Joey, sister-in-law, they took the 3 little girls. 2012? I don't know. God, that's like a lifetime ago to me, man. That's a lifetime ago. Oscar only is through the intermediates. Let's see. Oscar only 34 seconds down. So not on fire, but not really losing that bad. Riccatello's through 40 seconds down. That's better than what I thought for Riccatello. Danny Martinez, nice. Danny Martinez went through 17 seconds down, which puts him in 6th place at the moment. Can he hold it? Next to the checkpoint will be João Almeida. We've only got 3 riders to come to the intermediate guys. Ooh, Canada-Finland men's hockey semi on now. Dude, I'll be jumping to that right away. I wonder if Joey's going to watch that. She probably doesn't even know what's on. She was watching the women's hockey last night. Congrats to the American women for beating Canada for the gold medal. Trying to read messages. Saudi Arabia will likely make their own team. They're already invested in cycling and sponsor Jayco. That's right. In sports with salary caps, teams have workarounds, deferred payment plans, ownership options. That's right, buyback deals. Yeah, they can kind of fake it a little bit. Like they can, oh, it's a bonus structure. It's this, it's that, to kind of get around that. Almeida's going through the checkpoint now, guys. Looking for his time. Should be pretty good. He's through it. Just waiting for the data. Waiting for the data, guys. Waiting for the data. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Dodgers spent much more than the Yankees last year, like 2 times. Wow. Yankees still high and pay luxury tax, but Dodgers cap number is insane relative to the median. Yeah. Dude, I'm really looking forward to like just getting into the world of baseball this year. Maybe I might do a broadcast. I might do a live streaming broadcast of baseball games. Dude, I think that would be good. Kind of the same thing as this. I'll find like a really good data site and I'll learn because I don't really know baseball that well. I could probably name 4 players right now. Maybe 5. Okay, 10. That's it. And I think I watched all of, did I watch all of it? We saw the entire Dodgers series. We saw the series before that. We watched Dodgers beat the other team out. João Almeida goes down through intermediate, 20 seconds down in 7th place. We got Seha and Ayuso still coming. And we're currently at 9:15. Yeah, we'll be done by 9:30, boys. We'll be done by 9:30 at the latest. Then I can start my day. If money was the only key to victory, the Toronto Maple Leafs would have won many more cups. Indeed, like it doesn't always work. Okay, Canada, Finland. Finland 1, Canada 0 at the end of the first. Okay, dude, I got to get up there and watch that. Otani actually saves the Dodgers money. They get a power hitter and a great pitcher for one side. Yeah, dude, he's really good. He is really good. When does baseball start? Actually, I think it was Dave who said this morning spring training's already started. So how long does spring training, guys? Let me get up to speed on my baseball knowledge. Like, is it 2 months? When do they start playing? What are we at? We're late February. Do they start playing by April? They must. Anyway, dudes, I'm going to see some more baseball games. I'm going to try to work it so that when I go to concerts, and I know why Joey Jojo likes to do it, like, why see Megadeth here in Calgary? We don't have a baseball team. Go see Megadeth somewhere else. You get a trip out of it. You can take in a baseball game. Maybe you can catch another sport. Go to some nice weather. Seha through. Woo! Okay, dudes. Paul Seha goes through the intermediate. 4.5 seconds down on Filippo Ganna. 2nd place overall. Paul Seha. Wow. You know what? Paul Saya is taller than I would have thought. He's just a little bit shorter than me. He's 19 years old, weighs 64 kilograms. He's 20 kgs less than Ghana. I know Ghana walks around at 85 kgs, and he's slightly taller. So Ghana is more powerful, but maybe Seha is just way more aerodynamic, like Mr. Remco. All we got left is a Yusa coming through. Then it's all a run for the finish, guys. At the finish right now, Lipowitz in 7th, Hector Alvarez, Kuhn, Bocalon is sitting in 4th, Timon Ahrensman in 3rd. Let's see how this is going to change up here, boys. Dave saying Otani is the reincarnation of George Herman. I don't know who George Herman is. Another famous baseball player? I don't know. Which French team who get laid down last season? I think Hotel Arkea B&B, dude. That's who you're thinking of. Arkea B&B Hotels. That's the team that shut down. Aaron says, I think Otani's real value is in the eyes he draws from a whole other country that loves... Yeah, dude, exactly. Global Brandon Starr. Yeah, they showed... Dude, you should have seen the coverage. Like, the Canadians had so many eyeballs on that, of course, because the Blue Jays are there. But yeah, it's not just the Americans. It's the Canadians and the Japanese watching. From overseas. Dave saying catchers and pitchers reported on Monday as I was told at the Sky Dome when getting my first jersey delivery of the season. Dave, do you get a jersey? You should get an extra jersey there. Danny Martinez at the finish line, guys. 8th place overall, 46 seconds down. So pretty good ride for him. Oh my dudes. Oh my. Ayuso, same time as Ghana. Actually, 1.3 seconds up on Ghana. Who would have thought that? Juan Ayuso ahead of Ghana at the intermediate checkpoint. Legit or what? Shall we say that Juan Ayuso might be legit? Okay, dudes, this is looking very interesting. And this gets me so pumped up for the Grand Tours coming up, dudes. Juan Ayuso ahead of Filippo Ganna at the intermediate time trial checkpoint. Wow. Can he hold it, though? Riccatello will be next to finish. Aaron saying, Colin, when you go to LA to see the Dodgers and go to a concert, go ride the 28 road race route with a GoPro and show us the suffering. Dude, it's possible. I know, Addison, because I asked the girls, I said, girls, you know, who wants to go with me to this one? Because, yeah, I'm going to that one. I got 2 tickets for it. And, well, they both want to come. I'm like, well, I only have 2 tickets, girls. So I'm trying to figure that all out. Then they want to go to Disney. So it might be like a 5-day trip. And I'm kind of like, you know what? I don't know if I can even afford this trip with these 2 girls coming with me. But we'll see. Yes, agreed. Eddie saying, oh, the LA Olympics road race league. Okay, maybe they've already got it out there. The excitement in Toronto for the season, given the last and the additions, should be buzzing. I bet Rogers has a dude, it's going to be massive in Toronto this year. Like, massive. They were so close. Yeah, I love how Dave still calls it the Sky Dome. Dude, that's what I would call it too. I don't even know what it's called now. Rogers Place, whatever it's called. Yeah. Yeah, it used to be the Sky Dome back in the day. Picnic Paws already have money problems. UCI only gave this year for UCI World Team license from Eddie. Oh, Eddie's doesn't think Picnic will exist next year. Okay, so we had Danny Martinez finish. Juan Ayuso is leading the time trial right now. Riccatello's coming to the finish right away. Dudes, we have 5 names left. All GC riders. All GC riders coming next. So I'm just going to keep it right here, guys. Watch for Riccatello's last time to come through. Riccatello, I think, did pretty good. I think Riccatello at this point might be top 10. Let's hope Riccatello finishes top 10, and then he can do some attacks on the climbs coming up in the next 2 days, Saturday and Sunday here at the Volta Algarve. I don't know how you actually say A&O in one word. Riccatello, okay, he's 117 down, which is really not that bad for a non-TT guy. 25th overall. Not bad. Not bad at all. I mean, on a climb, he'll take minutes from Ghana, but it's these dudes that are chasing us he won't take minutes from. So that kind of is a bit of a setback for me. I saw someone mentioning yesterday Riccatello needs to develop his time trial, which is coming, I hope. Dave saying Juan has something to prove and he's letting his lungs and legs do the talking, at least so far this season. Yeah, Juan is on fire, guys. We're watching Paul Ceja right now. Dude, exactly. You could expense the LA trip as an Inside Cycling World expense. Dude, I gotta start doing that. Why aren't I doing that? Dude, I thought about that. So guys, I showed a house yesterday. I forgot to track my kilometers because all my kilometers, Ganna's still watching, full toque on. He looks cold. So basically, I have a company, a corporation. If I use my car, it's my company renting Colin's car. I get paid tax-free dollars back. I think it's like 60 cents per kilometer, up to so many, and then it drops down a bit. But dude, tax-free money that the government can never touch. It could be $2,000-$3,000 per month. The government can never touch it. It just goes straight to Colin personally, and he can't be touched. So it's like a nice little income that they can never touch. But dude, yeah, like, I mean, if I go there, it's Inside Cycling World. Guys, the channel is monetized. It doesn't make enough money yet. It makes some money during the Tour de France, some money during the Volta. Help me out, guys. Spread the news of the channel to everyone. Okay, so who else has just finished? Oscar only has finished at 108 down. Not bad at all for him either. 21st place overall. He has had better TT results in the past, but not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, Almeida, Ceja, and Ayuso coming up. Dave saying, Aaron, what do you think people call Candlestick today after how many name changes? Yeah, Candlestick Park. Isn't that where the 49ers played? So dude, does the Olympic Coliseum still exist in LA? Like the old one? Is it still there? Because when I was looking for the BMO Stadium, which I think is Bank of Montreal Stadium in LA, like it's a big grass field with like 3 covered things watching it. I don't know who plays there. I think it's no one now. But there was, I think they called it the Historic Coliseum was right there too. So maybe it's there. I hope so, because I'd like to go see it. Okay, Eddie thinks there was a road race leak on the LA Olympic course, same as the Canadian route. A lot of small climbs multiple times based on the leak. Yeah, dude, for Montreal, I know they take on the climb in the park there a ton of times. They do have a new time trial course set up. Dude, Montreal's going to be good. I got to go to that. Aronson, is Candlestick still around? I thought it was blown up for a new football stadium. And the baseball team plays downtown at what used to be the Pac Bell. Yeah, dude, I don't know any of that. Okay, Aronson, yes, it is still there. USC plays football there. Yeah, so I think it had the Coliseum, something else, and then the BMO Stadium. They're all 3 together. They're right off that monstrous main highway that goes through LA. So I'm already thinking, where are we staying? How are we going to make this work? Car rentals, all that kind of stuff. I mean, it's in September. I'm already thinking about it. Okay, dude. Here's Juan João Almeida. I was thinking Juan for a second there. Coming through to the finish line. Pretty decent time. Is not going to depose Ganna, though. It's going to be probably 45 seconds down. Ganna goes through, Almeida goes through at 42.75 seconds down. That puts him into 8th. Wow, Juan Ayuso is going to slaughter these guys today. Ceja is going to have to do something really special. Okay, Ceja's through in 3rd. Ceja finishes 12 seconds down. A guy that can win a Grand Tour finishes only 12 seconds behind Filippo Ganna. A pure time trialist versus a GC contender. This guy is légèreté, and I said that specifically for the French. I gave it a little French spin on it. Ayuso struggling through the corner, dudes. Wow. Ayuso lost some time there, guys. He was wobbling back and forward, trying to keep the bike upright. High-speed corner. He was almost going to ditch his bike there. Wow. Paul Ceja. Legit. Legit is all. Okay, so I will be going to the Coliseum. Yeah, dudes, I'm positive it's right there. Yeah, so Addison said, oh, yeah, we could go from like the 24th through the 29th. She wants to probably spend 3 days at Disney. And I'm cool with that. But then when I add Avery on, I'm like, okay, that's another flight and more entertaining them. It just gets expensive. Oh, well, you only live once, right? They're my daughters. Screw it. Pretty sure the stick is still standing. 49ers play there. I haven't watched football for several years now. Yeah, dude, I didn't even watch Super Bowl. Didn't even watch it. I'm just not into it anymore. I think I'd really... Okay, so yeah, Seahawks finishes 12.7 seconds down. Aaron says 49ers play where the Super Bowl was in San Jose, which I think is different than Candlestick, or at least they did a major renovation to it. Dude, I'm going to find this all out when I go there. Dudes, we're waiting on Juan Ayuso to finish now. So Seha is in. It's just Juan Ayuso here. He's at 20:37 right now. And here's the 1 kilometer barrier coming now, I think, in the distance. I think. Dude, I'm looking for the 1 kilometer. Maybe he's already at it. Maybe he's already past it. Like he's flying. Now, we did have one really bad corner. Filippo Ganna looking pretty happy. Maybe he knows already. He's waving. I think Filippo's got it. There we go, guys. It did come through now. Juan Ayuso finishes 5.6 seconds down on Filippo Ganna. But man, that puts him in second place overall today. Another TT rider, Jakob Soderquist, in third. Dudes, I bet you Ayuso could have lost a lot of that time on that corner. Like he was struggling to keep the bike up. Really good performance by Seha, Ayuso, Timon Ahrensman. That guy's a climber too. Vauquelin, Lipowitz, not bad. João Almeida, could have done a little bit better today, guys. Oh my, dudes. Oh my. Who won the Super Bowl? That's what Dave says. Dude, I actually did watch a little bit of it. Seha Top 5 TDF is live. Let's go. Can you imagine Tour de France fans or French guys? Dude, I hope the channel rocks. And dudes, I'm just going to jump right away here. I'll be back tomorrow first thing. We'll do the Jebel Hafit. We'll jump into the Algarve. I just want to get my day started. I got to make sure Joey's doing whatever she needs to do. I need her haircut. My hair's so bad, dudes. Dudes, I'm jumping now. I'm starving. Love the channel. When I say that, I mean I love you guys. I love the community. Dudes, thanks for being here. Really appreciate it.